My reaction to my own president.
Will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
My pen, no.
Wow. I love that that is like the first thing he says. Like his first statements as president is, it's so unfair to me. The State Department and the Justice Department has been so unfair to me. I'm done with that.
I'm just done with them.
That. I'm just gonna redirect it back to my enemies now.
And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free.
My pen.
America will.
Let's pause this.
I like Hasanabi more than Trump. That's the sad situation.
Maybe I left it in the other room. Oh. I constantly look for my pen, and it's so annoying because it's so small it falls all the time. And I just lose it. It's fucking so annoying. It's so annoying. I constantly lose my pen. Like every day. It's so fucking annoying. I should just chain it to something. No, see, this is like full-blown gone. Where the fuck did this go? I'll be surprised if I ever see it again. Jesus Christ, man. Where the fuck did this go?
Wow.
It, like, disappears off this fucking... like, it disappears off this realm of the earth. Like, where did this go? Where could this even have gone? Where? Damn it. Like that, the pen's just gone. Like that, the pen's just gone off this material realm. It's just gone, poof, just gone, disappeared, completely gone, just disappeared. Had it for the last like 12 hours. I go to look and it, poof, it's just gone. Where could this have gone? It's just gone. It's gone. What do? I can't do anything. It's gone. It's gone. Man, I hate this stupid shit. I constantly lose this. It's so annoying. It drives me crazy. It's not even under there where it possibly could have been. It's like materialized off this realm. It has moved somewhere else. It's insane. It's like, where did this go? It didn't fall beneath or anything like this. It's not down there. It's just full-blown gone. Like, gone. Poof. Gone. It's so annoying. So annoying. I didn't move anywhere. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't move it. It's just full-blown gone. Just gone. Poof, gone. Decided to move somewhere else. Fucking crazy.
That is like the first thing he says. Like his first statements as president is, it's so unfair to me. The State Department and the Justice Department has been so unfair to me. I'm done with that. Except I'm not done with that. I'm just going to redirect it back to my enemies now.
How many times did you start this video over, you stupid piece of shit developer? How many times did you start this video over? Was it 7, 8, 9? I haven't touched my keyboard or mouse. How many times have you restarted this video, you piece of shit developer? You're entirely out of control.
Put his hand on the Bible when he was being sworn in, and I think that's really funny because he's the fucking Antichrist. Auspicious. Okay? It's out there. It's out and about. Why do you say Roman and not Nazi? I mean, I don't know, because technically it's called the Roman salute. That's why. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just, he actually did 2 of them. Yeah, he hit the back-to-back.
Ugh.
The 2-time. Grimes, it wasn't a Nazi salute. It was a Roman salute. The father of my children would never Nazi salute. Please, can I see my child now, Elon? Thank you for following me back, Elon.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly.
Yeah, people are talking about how Donald John Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible when he was being sworn in, and I think that's really funny because he's the f***ing Antichrist. Okay, you want to know why he didn't put his hand on the Bible? Because he's the Antichrist. If he touches the Bible and swears on it, he will erupt in flame. Okay? No, because he's Muslim. Yeah, that too. Also, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Solemnly swear.
Yeah,
that
Donald
I
Trump.
will faithfully execute. That I will faithfully execute. The office of President of the United States. The office of President of the United States. And will, to the best of my ability. And will, to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the United States. So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Congratulations. Hail to the thief. I fought you. I fought you. Take over. I don't have to deal with this anymore. Goodbye. They can blame you now.
We did it. We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Oh my God, we did it. Here, let's do the inauguration speech as we await further activities from the day, okay?
Vice President.
Here.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Well,
Thank you very, very much.
I managed to tell enough
Vice
lies.
President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune,
Thune, Cthulhu, Sempertine,
Justice Roberts,
Senator Teen,
Justices of
Semper, sorry, I'm a bit drunk.
United States
Senator
Supreme
Teen. Can we get Senator Teen and Senator Tor, Skeletor? Can we get Senator Tor and Senator Teen and Senator Ulu?
President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama,
President Bush,
President Biden,
Obama.
Vice President Harris,
Obama.
and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now.
Yeah, like your last 4 years. Yeah, I think it was really a golden age. It was so good. The COVID. What are you going to do to us this time?
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world.
It's poverty, isn't it?
We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not.
Yeah, all this poverty.
To be
Yeah,
taken advantage of any longer.
all this poverty and trankers.
During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Yeah.
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored.
Your butthole will be gaped.
The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
Wow.
Did you notice how they had to censor the word corruption because it's the Justice Department?
I love that is like the first thing he says. Like
he's not going to kill the DOJ.
Yeah. It's so unfair to me. the State Department and the Justice Department has been so unfair to me. I'm done with that. Except I'm not done with that. I'm just going to redirect it back to my enemies now.
And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country, sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before.
Like, I don't think anybody believes this. I'm being serious. I think we're doing shock doctrine to ourselves in this upcoming stage. I think what we did to the USSR in the dissolution of the USSR, we are doing to ourselves, because once the Cold War ended and capitalism won, neoliberalism was the domineering ideology in the Western capitalist world, and America dominated the planet. And in that process, of course, we still enforced cruelty upon the global South, and we accelerated imperialism as well. But what I suspect, and what we have been doing for the last couple of decades, I think, and what I think will accelerate even further now, late stage capitalism, as some would call it, is basically turning the crosshairs of exploitation back to the, back to the domestic affairs, virtually colonizing the interior, rather than simply keeping it to the exterior and offering some of those benefits back to the labor aristocrats, offering some of the bounties of empire back to the domestic population. I think we will start picking at the scraps of what remains of the American government. It's not even blowback necessarily. It's not even blowback. It's just that capital is a parasitic force inherently, okay? It always has to dominate because it always seeks out more profit. And you cannot generate more profit when technology keeps advancing and it makes things easily accessible. There is no infinite growth. So when there is no infinite growth, at the end of the day, when you're done destroying the global South, you inevitably have to turn those crosshairs back to your domestic labor population. And I think that's what we're doing. The age of leisure, my ass. No, the age of leisure was like the 80s and 90s, right? The dot-com bubble, like all of the bounties of like assuming that we can just like permanently grow and permanently prosper. And then what happened? 2008 housing market crash. Obviously 9/11, war on terror, 2008 housing market crash. And in that process, instead of slamming the brakes on the permanent growth attitude that we had, the permanent profit-seeking attitude we had, what do? Even in our recovery, what did Obama do, for example? He kept up the pre-existing hierarchy, and that recovery process was still K-shaped in the exact same way that we saw after COVID. Those at the top ended up gaining from this collapse, even though they were responsible for this collapse through multiple decades worth of neoliberal deregulation. So on the one hand, it was still very much both Democrats and Republicans of the past that caused the 2008 housing market to happen, and they did that because they were doing the bidding of the wealthy, the super wealthy, and the corporations. But even in that recovery, there was still opportunity for more profits. So it is not an accident that in that time frame, America saw great wealth transfers that continue to trickle upwards, rather than evenly distribute down to the working class. That would have been a much healthier recovery for America. But even in that process, we decided, nope, we're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I suspect that that is where we're at right now. I think as things worsen, as societal collapse becomes inevitable, the same profit seekers, corporations, and the super wealthy will continue trying to generate as much wealth as they possibly can. And they will do so by genuinely worsening the material conditions of the American labor force as well. So I think Yanis Varoufakis is correct when he says we are in the age of techno-feudalism.
But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world.
I do think that Republicans do a better job of marketing their not administrative functions, but I think Republicans do a better job of just like pacifying the public by not actually pacifying them, but making them more angry. But instead of being angry at the systems, redirecting that anger towards marginalized people, right? Democrats, on the other hand, approach it with like this institutional stability attitude, right? They say, oh, good things are not possible. We're the adults in the room. Of course, we're going to have to give you the broccoli. You have to just sit there and eat this vegetable. And if you cry about it, well, then you're too stupid to understand that it's good for you. Whereas the Republicans will come in and be like, no, we're going to give you sugar all day, every day. Candy for dinner, baby. That's right. Meanwhile, they're serving you the same poison. And even at a more accelerated rate than the Democrats are serving you that poison. Because Democrats do actually, to a certain degree, reinstate stability. They're still the adults in comparison to the Republicans. At least on domestic issues, right? At least on domestic affairs. But Americans, as conditions worsen for them, Americans understand that these institutions are not there to protect them at all. So they don't care necessarily, if that makes sense. They don't care about preserving these institutions because they're like, what has that done for me? What has that done for me at all? I don't care. So they seek out someone who will at least offer them some additional treats or offer them anything, really. A fear that I've had, that I have consistently reiterated through the first Trump administration, was the Tucker Carlson phenomenon. Tucker Carlson came into prominence at Fox News as a WASP nationalist, right? A person who was very good at propagandizing a National Socialist position, right? A Nazi position, but for Americans who, you know, still ultimately think Nazis are bad, at least for the time being. And what he would do is hype up a populist sentiment, a pro-worker sentiment, but pro-legacy American worker sentiment. He would call it legacy Americans. He can't call them Native Americans, obviously, because that's an entirely different thing. What that meant was WASPs, the OG Americans, right? And I often warn that if the Democrats do not engage honestly and earnestly with left-wing economic populism, they will cede ground to the right that will do that. And they will not do that in an honest way at all. They will simply use that as a marketing tool. And that's what Tucker Carlson did. And that's kind of what Trump did too, the first time around, and certainly doing it now. And that's where we're at. In the eyes of many Americans, in the eyes of many Americans, Donald Trump is seen as the guy who is protecting the American working class interest. By doing what? By fighting against the scourge of migration into the country, by scary brown folk that want to kill, rape, pillage, and steal your jobs, but also steal your welfare. But Donald Trump also is seen as the protector of working class interests because he's going to do trade isolationist policies that will restore the manufacturing capabilities of America. Now, will he actually restore the manufacturing capabilities of America? Absolutely not. I don't believe that at all, because at the end of the day, he himself is a billionaire and also cares about the corporate oligarchy. And if I look at all the things that Donald Trump has done in his first term, his most successful initiatives have always been at the behest of the oligarchs, at the behest of the corporations and the super wealthy. What is his signature policy accomplishment? His signature policy accomplishment was what? Tax cuts. Gigantic tax cuts at a time when American corporations were already seeing supercharged profits. Corporate tax rate being lowered and a permanent tax break for the top marginal tax rate. And he's going to do that again. All of that actually accelerates the demise of the American working class because it greatly increases the wealth disparity. It greatly elevates income inequality in this country. It is the opposite of what America needs right now. And part of the reason why we have never gotten that is because the Democratic Party is also invested in the same endeavors. They are also bought and sold by the same corporate oligarchs. So we're watching that happen now. Democrats have completely dropped the ball on being the working class party and protecting the working class. So, of course, the Republicans are filling that void, at least aesthetically, as they continue to do the very same things that they did every time they've gotten into power. Deregulation at the best of corporations and tax breaks for the extremely wealthy. You might get a tax cut in the process as well, a crumb, right? Let's say your effective tax rate at the end of the year is like 40%, okay? Now it's going to be 37%. But the effective tax rate for the billionaires and the super wealthy was already at 0.01%. Now it's going to be close to zero as physically possible. And that difference from 0.01% to close to zero is in the billions.
We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. No longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we are watching fires still tragically burn from weeks ago without even a token of defense.
He's talking about Israel? Yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, Donald Trump is gonna no longer fund Israeli defense. Just wait.
They're raging through the house.
No, he's talking about Ukraine, okay? And even then, he's not being super honest about that either. I have also, look, I've been right so far on every single thing that has happened before Trump came into office, whether it be the ceasefire and what I warned about, like what will come down the line in terms of the ceasefire negotiations and where it will possibly go and what Trump will possibly do. I also told you that TikTok most likely was not going to get banned because it's like far too important for, you know, American small businesses, and that basically treats are the most important thing for Americans. It's like it's the thing that keeps the American social contract together. Okay. And so heed my warning now. Okay. I have said this before many times over. I do not believe that Donald Trump is going to take an anti-Ukraine stance in the way that liberal media claimed he would. If he throws Ukraine under the bus, what do you think it means? I think that he is aesthetically adopting that, like, why are we giving so much money to foreign nations and not funding our own borders? But what he will do will be very different, because Ukraine is not about, for Ukrainians, Ukrainian emancipation is an understandable, just, and moral cause. It is the most moral cause. Okay? For America, on the other hand, Ukraine is not about Ukrainian emancipation at all. Ukraine is about profits. Ukraine is about privatizing state-owned enterprise and buying it for pennies on the dollar. Ukraine is about debt. Ukraine is about our surplus weapons that we send over there so that we can, so that our military-industrial complex can justify larger sums, larger bounties down the line, because now we have to rebuild our supply. Ukraine is about military Keynesianism, building artillery factories in Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's what Ukraine is about for the United States of America. It's for profit. And for those reasons, I do not believe that Donald Trump is going to undermine the interests of the military-industrial complex, as he did not do so his first time around. He might have actually dealt with Afghanistan and talked about pulling out of Afghanistan, but he never actually succeeded in pulling out of Afghanistan. That was Joe Biden that did that. And then Ukraine happened. So I don't think that he is going to, I don't personally think that he's going to do something that's like dramatically different than Joe Biden in terms of dealing with Ukraine or NATO in general. After all, one thing that you have to remind yourselves is that Trump actually ran as an anti-NATO candidate, right? He claimed that he was like, why are we giving so much money to these NATO countries? And what did he do when he was president? It's not like he undermined NATO. He simply demanded that our NATO partners, our NATO allies, give more back to the United States of America. Like a mob boss coming in and demanding more from the local Italian food restaurant for protection, because NATO at the end of the day is a protection racket. And it was so not a destabilizing move that the Biden administration continued Trump's policies in that regard. It's not like Biden went back and said, hey, you guys no longer have to put more into the NATO fund. They just kept it up. They continued it, right? And I think that things like that are more instructive of understanding what Donald Trump is going to do next, right? So I don't think that he is going to destabilize NATO or undermine it, or he's like secretly Vladimir Putin's guy. Okay, what is this? Hassan is right. He called it. Now media is saying it. Why Biden's Ukraine win was Zelensky's loss. I think that we'll see if he actually tries to do a ceasefire in Ukraine. It's entirely dependent on our profit-seeking military-industrial complex. I think that ultimately that is what matters most. The best possible way to go about it from Trump's perspective, where he still maintains a steady flow of weapons being shipped out to Ukraine, but also gets an aesthetic victory, would be to minimize the conflict to the best of his ability, where there's still need for Ukrainian security. You can still say, you can still ship out weapons to Ukraine, while simultaneously you can tell your base, like, we fixed it. We fixed Ukraine. Russia's no longer invading Ukraine. I don't know what that looks like. But like I said, I don't think that Trump is going to greatly undermine or, genuinely change the trajectory of American foreign policy on Ukraine. Liberals will be proven to be the war-hungry party. The grown-ups who went to the best elite schools can't get any deal done because they don't want to. European liberals literally couldn't talk about the idea of Ukraine doing a deal with Russia because of America. Yeah, I think just as I was an advocate for a ceasefire no matter what in Palestine, I was an advocate for a ceasefire no matter what in Ukraine as well. Okay? I've been consistent on these positions across the board because ultimately, ceasefires and any cessation of hostility is better than continuing to do war, even if the foreign adversary on the other side of that is not willing to play ball and will take advantage of said ceasefire and reignite hostilities down the line. But if hostilities are happening, right, and a moment of respite from that, is still good. Because ultimately, the counter to that is still going back to square one and continuing to bomb one another. If we had a competent leadership in Biden, if Biden truly was the foreign policy PhD that his administration propped him up as, I think that he would have forced Israel to cease hostilities and its military operations and its genocide instantly. Okay? And started the rebuilding efforts. But he never did that. That led to Donald Trump winning the election and also immediately sending his envoy there to actually apply pressure to the only party that was ruining the ceasefire negotiations. That gave a ginormous W to Donald Trump. In that process, I suspect that Donald Trump cut a side deal with Israel as well. I believe that he ultimately wants Israel to permanently annex the West Bank. At least that's what I suspect is going to happen, because that's what Miriam Adelson gave him $100 million to do so. Joe Biden never did that. In terms of Russia and Ukraine, I foresee something similar happening there as well. Like a minor moment, like a moment of solace that is then followed by, again, permanent war. And perhaps even more war and more bloodshed. So we shall see. I don't know happening, okay? But the notion that there was no negotiations to be made with the Russian side due to the unimaginable cruel and unimaginably violent, morally repugnant behavior of the Russian military going into Ukraine, invading Ukraine, was always the same, like, insane liberal attitude. You're just speculating? I am, yes. That is what I'm doing. I'm speculating. And I'm openly admitting that I'm speculating. I'm telling you there are certain things that I have foreseen that came to be true. And this is me further speculating on where I think this is going to go. This is why you come to me. You want to hear my perspective on this. Yeah, that's all I can do in this situation. But as far as like Ukraine goes, as far as what happens in Ukraine, I don't think that Trump would do anything in Ukraine that's like genuinely different than what Biden would have done in Ukraine, especially because the dynamic is a little different, right? With Israel, we hold all the cards. Israel doesn't do the bombings without our political cover. Israel doesn't get to violate human rights. Israel doesn't get to do the bombings without our bombs being shipped to Israel, right? But with Russia and Ukraine, Russia is, at the end of the day, a foreign adversary. So dealing with Russia is a little bit different, because the responsible party in Gaza is Israel. The responsible party in Ukraine is Russia. Russia being a foreign adversary changes the dynamic a little bit. If we had responsible leadership that was actually interested in ending the bloodshed, no matter what the cost, I think that they would have dealt with the situation a little bit differently, okay? They would have offered an exit ramp to the foreign adversary. They would have at least started the process of communicating with the foreign adversary. And the only time they ever did that in Ukraine was when they wanted to do hostage negotiations. So, I don't know. Trump has already said that he wants Ukrainian conscription age to go down to 18. Because the reality of the matter is, on the field of battle, Ukraine is running out of people. They're running out of people. They don't have the necessary amount of weapons either, but they're also running out of people to hold those weapons to begin with. Go join Hassan? Wait, what? I want the war to end. Why are you talking to me like I'm some Redditor? You should maybe keep that energy for all the people that have made a living off of the bloodshed and the trench warfare, the people that literally kept egging it on over and over again and saying it was awesome and that it should continue no matter what the cost, you know? There's plenty of them out there, and I don't see them in the trenches, in the front lines. And I was never that person for Gaza either, so don't come to me with that shit either. But let's get back to Donald.
What'd you do? You just blacked the screen? Stop the sound? Worthless piece of shit developer!
You know, there's plenty of them out there, and I don't see them in the trenches, in the front lines. And I was never that person for Gaza either. So don't come to me with that shit either. But let's get back to Donald.
What the fuck did you do? Whoa! Restart, piece of shit developer! What fucking trip are you on, cocksucker? Fix it!
Again and is saying it was awesome.
Jesus Christ, I'm just watching a video. You're black screening. You're fucking black screening and killing my screen. What the fuck happened to software developers on every piece of shit software I use? Come on, man, I'm watching a video and you black screen it and just kill me. What the fuck's wrong with you?
You know, there's plenty of them out there, and I don't see them in the trenches, in the front lines. And I was never that person for Gaza either. So don't come to me with that shit either. But let's get back to Donald.
Why am I black screen? What are you doing? Stop this now, worthless piece of shit developers. Why are you black screening over and over again? Stop it.
What the cost, you know? There's plenty of them out there, and I don't see them in the trenches, in the front lines. And I was never that person for...
Stop black screening. What the fuck's your problem, you worthless piece of shit developer? Close this now. Nope. Nope. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what this is. It's BNet, but you're fucking fucked up or something. There you go. You're fucking so goddamn dumb. My account is not fucking locked. My account is not locked. Stop saying it is. Well, I've got nothing but a blue screen. Check my email. I've not been. My account is not locked. What are you talking about? All right, fine, you fucking worthless cocksuckers. I'll go play your competitor game or whatever. You worthless piece of shit, Blizzard. I'm never spending another $1 on Blizzard products ever again. This was the last time. They dredged up some phone number from 2003, and they were like, hey, this phone number we've never used or even talked to you about before is from 2003. And I'm like, no. They've upgraded BNet to BattleNet or something. No, goodbye. No, you started again. No, I don't want you to start again. I want you to leave. You're a worthless piece of shit. You're a worthless piece of shit developer. I'm never buying or using a Blizzard product maybe ever again. Not after the treatment I just got.
Either. So don't come to me with that shit either. But let's get back to Donald.
Why are we black screened again? Oh, because you want to run commercials? Yeah, you're running commercials. I don't care. I'll just reload. I don't care what you do.
The people that literally kept egging it on over and over again and saying it was awesome and that it should continue no matter what the cost. You know, there's plenty of them out there, and I don't see them in the trenches, in the front lines. And I was never that person for Gaza either. So don't come to me with that shit either. But let's get back to Donald.
Oh my god, if you alt tab now, you just get a black screen. Something about this guy, he's running like 15 ads an hour or something. It's insane.
People that literally kept egging it on over and over again and saying it was awesome and that it should continue no matter what the cost. You know, there's plenty of them out there, and I don't see them in the trenches, in the front lines. And I was never that person for Gaza either. So don't come to me with that shit either. But let's get back to Donald.
What is this? Why are you full screen? Stop this. Stop it now. Stop all of it. Blizzard just really made me angry. Blizzard made me like eternally angry just now. Like I've never had a fucking account like sign-in problem with Blizzard in 23 fucking years. But I realized that the first time they were gonna have one after 23 years, I'm probably done with them forever. I'm full-blown done with them forever. I'm full-blown done with Blizzard forever. I've been logging into Blizzard products for 23 fucking years since closed beta WoW. And I've never had a problem until today, and I got so angry at them just now. I say fuck Blizzard. I hope they die. I'm never spending another cent on another Blizzard product. Fuck Blizzard. Fuck them and their worthless piece of shit asses. This is the last time you ever saw me play Overwatch, guys. Blizzard pissed me off. I don't know. Let's see if they let me in. I fucking doubt it. And Blizzard locking me out after 23 years is full-blown the death of Blizzard. It's the death of Blizzard, in my opinion.
Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no
What
longer
is this
be
shit?
denied, and we will immediately restore
Why do you
the
sound like
integrity,
Hitler, you
competency, and
worthless
loyalty
right-wing piece
of
of
America's
shit?
government.
Why do you sound
For the past
so
8
much
years,
like
I have been tested
Hitler?
and challenged more than any president.
Oh my god, you sound so much like Hitler. I just have to get away from you. I can't listen to it. Even the words, they sound directly stolen from Mein Kampf, you worthless piece of cocksucking shit. I can tell the single book you've ever read, you worthless piece of shit. Oh good, they let me in. They're smart to let me in, or they would have lost my money forever. Like, Jesus Christ, man. No, you did. You locked me out. You worthless piece of shit cocksuckers. No, they're not competent enough to let me into their account. They've killed my business. I'm never gonna use a Blizzard product ever again. I can't believe these cocksuckers. They jacked me in the end. They jacked me at the end of it, and they locked me out of my account like they all do. Fuck Square Enix, fuck Blizzard, these worthless piece of shit companies. I'll never spend another cent on them again. I'm dead serious. I can't believe how bad you are. You're so fucking bad. You're so fucking bad. You're so fucking bad. Yeah, I have to get away from you right now. You're so incompetent. You're so fucking bad at what you do. I'll never use any of your products ever again. I'm dead serious. That's the last time I ever play Overwatch or Blizzard or WoW. you're so bad at what you do. I can't pay Blizzard ever again. I can't ever use another Blizzard product again. Maybe I should play Marvel Rivals. No, Marvel Rivals sucks dick. I'll just go play Deadlock and I'll never use a Blizzard product ever again. I'm dead serious. I'll never use a Blizzard product ever again. Their BNet app is so fucking bad. Nope. Wow, Blizzard is obsessed with this idea that I have a sign in from, and I'm never going to be able to use another Blizzard product ever again, and that concludes my business with Blizzard forever. Wow, you fucked me after all the thousands of dollars I spent. I'm going to call Blizzard the worst company in history. I can't believe you locked me out of my Blizzard account. I'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'll just wait. It's fine. This is the worst I've ever been treated by Blizzard, though. I will never, ever pay for a Blizzard product ever again. What happened to Blizzard? They full-blown died. I'll never pay them ever again. I can't believe how bad this felt. This was some of the worst I've ever felt from a video game company. Worse than Squaresoft or Blizzard or any of that shit. Blizzard, this is the worst I've ever felt. I mean, look how much better this product is than WoW. I don't think I ever want to use a Blizzard product ever again. It's kind of insane, but I don't. I don't think I ever want to use a Blizzard product ever again. It's insane, but that's fucked up. That's where I'm at now. That's the most angry any company's ever made me. Instantly. What?! Where was I reloading? I got in the car, it was 45 seconds later! Piece of shit! Brain dead! Developer! The mag was so far past in the future! But you're so goddamn dumb and bad at what you do! You're so goddamn bad and dumb at what you do! You're so bad at what you do! I can't pay you anymore. I'm not gonna pay games anymore. I'm not gonna buy new games. I think my new resolution is, and it's insane, after the treatment from the piece of shit Triple Anus, I'm never paying them ever again. I'm not buying new games. I'll pay for streaming services and stuff. I'm not ever paying for the video game industry ever again. They treated me so goddamn badly. After Blizzard fucked me today, I'm done with the video game industry in terms of money ever again. I'm not paying EVE. I'm not paying Blizzard. I'm not paying Square Enix. I'm not buying new games. I'm just done. I'm not paying Valve or Steam or any of the shit. I'll play your free games or whatever. If it's free, I'll play it. But nah, you guys have fucked me for too long after Blizzard fucked me today, and after watching like the bullshit that you think is acceptable, I'm just, yeah, I'm full-blown done ever giving you my money ever again, I think. It's insane, but I'm gonna go free gamer. I can't support the video game industry at large. I can't actually do it. You guys have been fucking me too bad. You shut me out of my Square Enix account. You shut me out of my Blizzard account. You're so annoying. I fucking hate you guys. I hope you choke on your own dicks and die. And I'm not kidding either. I hate the developers. I hate them. You guys steal my money so much. I mean, I'm not at kill your family levels of anger, but you're getting me close to it. You steal from me so much. I'm never buying another Blizzard product ever again. My time at Blizzard is over. I don't care if they fix this problem and let me play my account. We're done. I'm never giving you another cent. There's such a thing as career suicide. That's what you did. That's what you did. You career suicided by stealing from me one too many times. Locking me out of my account too many times. I don't know. You think I'm just going to show up and spend $60 every, you know... I'm not going to live and sign up for these negative emotions. I'm just going to vote with my money and say Blizzard died today. Today was the day that Blizzard died. I'm actually going to Blizzard died on when they locked me out of my account on 1/20/25. That's insane. I did not log in today expecting the death of Blizzard. I just really didn't want that. You know? I just really don't want that. I don't want the death of Blizzard, but there it is. We have to actually full-blown, like, look at the death of it, you know? I can't ever support them again. They're an evil criminal enterprise like Trump. I can't support them ever again. That's fucking fucked up. That's fucking fucked up. I did not want that today. I do not want those problems today. I do not want this anger today. What the fuck? I just wanted to play some Overwatch. You suck dick, Blizzard. I'm done with your products forever. Thank God I haven't spent any money on you in a long time, except for buying, you know, Shadowlands and The War Within. An expansion that I couldn't even remember what the name was. I had to go Google what the name of your expansion was. That's a car coming close to me. I did not expect to log in and see the dystopian death of Blizzard today. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? You're done. Why did you cancel your survival game? Why didn't you fix Overwatch? You're worthless. Why didn't you fix WoW? Hardcore's not good enough. I'm full-blown dead. I'm done. I'm uninstalling BNet. I'm full-blown done. I'm done with BNet forever. BNet will never grace this list again. Never again. BattleNet. Nope. BattleNet. Goodbye, BattleNet. You're gone forever. You're gone forever. Yep. All Blizzard products. Nope. You're full-blown done. Yep. Uninstall. Goodbye. I should have known. You're fucking worthless. You're fucking worthless. Goodbye, Blizzard. You're full-blown done with me. I can't believe how badly you fucking treated me here. Jesus fucking Christ. You're so fucking bad. There it is. Goodbye. Goodbye, World of Warcraft. It was a fun 20 years or whatever it was. No, man, we're full-blown done. No, I want this all gone. No, I want you to go get out of here. All of you. Oh. No. Please don't do this to me. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna run you down, bitch. You didn't get by me. That's where you are, huh? This isn't too good for you, though. Oh, yeah. Man, this river seemed to really want to steal 10 minutes of my time, Epic. Why won't you jump? Why won't you jump over this? Please jump over this. Please jump over this. Fucking so goddamn fucking dumb piece of shit developer. I swear to God, I'd fight the developers so much more than the players. It's like this sad, sad fact about the industry. The developers are so much worse than the players. You need to learn so much more about the developer and what their foibles and problems are than you do about your opponents. And that's the fucking sick, sad state of fucking modern video game design. You have to learn about what dicks the developers suck way more than what your opponents do. This is better than that. Oh shit, you fucking scared me. Oh. Oh, it's a fish. Oh, that's a player though. Oh. He's gonna let me full heal, which is hilarious. You should not let me full heal. You should push me by now. You're stupid. I don't know why he threw, but okay. I'll take it. They shut off the train, which sucks. No, I don't want to leave the med kit. I got the sword, that's all I need along those lines. I mean, I'll take a busted car over nothing at all. What was that sound? I heard a car. Maybe there's a car at the gas station. This is one of those times I should use the sword to run. It wears out the thing on it, but I need a car for this fight. Oh. He got out. What an idiot. Oh, that's so good. No fuel, what? Thank you. Whoop. I killed him though. That's what matters. This is a good bush. Where's he? I mean, a nice full truck. I was gonna fuck these idiots up. Should probably like reload and stuff, yeah. Make sure there's bullets in the mags and stuff, yeah. And then I got 2 med kits. I'm gonna use one just because, you know, 4 health might be the difference. You never know. Wish me luck, guys. 6 kills, 4 left. Let's see if we can do it. Wait, that's a fresh car. I'm gonna take it. I mean, this is a fresh car too. I should do what I can do with a car first. There's 2 people. There's this dude. Woo! Switch. Go. Oh, he's out of ammo though. Or out of mag, I mean. Oh. Gotta get ring fucking heal. He's gonna have to deal with them though. That's what I want. Yep, deal with them, bitch. See if I can snipe his ass. Oh, somebody got him. Where is he? Fucking missed him. How did I miss him? Gotta make it count. I missed him. Hit him, though. I hit him. Kill him. Yep, got him. Ooh. Please. Ah! I didn't know what was going on. You gave me a new sword I've never seen. Oh, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know. I fought the developers more than them. Oh, come on. Third place is fine. Sorry, guys. I didn't know what sword it was. I misclicked. I didn't know what sword it was. I'd never seen it before. This stupid shit. These developers constantly fuck themselves and their own fucking worthless piece of shit brain dead asses. You couldn't bring me to pay them for their games anymore. This is just not the fucking quality I grew up with. It's just not. It's fucking so bad. This shit's so bad. This shit is so bad. Oh, damn it, man. Come on, man. I got this sword. And I was like, what's going on? And then you bounced me out of bounds. He bounced me out of bounds. And I was like, what I can't do? I don't know what the sword does. And I misclicked. I misclicked because I was like, do I run with the sword or do I right click? And it was like, come on, man. Your fucking controls. There's so many different weapons. I mean, I get it. But it still felt like this was your fault somehow. Like, complete, like, just, I don't know. That guy pulled a weapon I'd never seen before. I was like, what the fuck? Come on, man. I'm sick of fighting developers. And it's like, come on, man. Right at the end, in the last three, he drops some weapon I'm not even used to anymore. And I'm like, what? He bounced me out of bounds. Let me run. Let me run. Nope. You, like... Nope. You just wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me. You're so annoying. You wouldn't let me run. Like, why do I die to the storm and the developers more than the players and the guards at Outposts? Because these developers suck dick and they're disrespectful! God damn it, man. What the fuck was that? The sword just, like, shot me forward 5 feet and was like, nah, you're stuck here now, you're dead. And I was like, what? Nope. 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 Yep. I have a bitch that's mine. This is so... No, no, don't make it move. Oh. Sorry, Ziggy Xavier! No train anymore is so depressing. The train was so much better. It's like, oh, you don't want me to play your game anymore? The train's gone. It's fucking stupid. The one thing I liked about the season... I don't know, the swords. I like the swords too. The swords fix the shotgun monkey problem. They need to keep fixing the shotgun monkey problem. That. There he is. No. I like Fortnite when it feels honest. Some of the problems with the modern gaming is pacing. It's not just the developers, it's well, it is the developers, it's the pacing. Something about the pacing. Like right now, the pacing's good. The game needs more of this and less of like frenetic dudes coming at you with machine guns. But it's also like, that's half the game too though. I don't know, it's hard to pace it. I'm sympathetic to them, but it's also like hard. It's hard, but it's also like bad. I travel a lot of space there. Those are bots, I guess. Maybe they have ammo. Ooh, purple weapon. Not bad. I'll have to use like all of these, but that's alright. So, yeah, I guess so, but I mean, that's not really ideal. I'll take this. I mean, that's a good tool. It'll kill whoever I need in the end. But I needed, like, more ammo than this. A hunting rifle would be good. I would prefer a hunting rifle, yeah. Or I don't know. A Surefire SMG is better because I have a lot of ammo for it, so... Oh. Damn it. What? You didn't do any damage to him! You fucking idiots! What happened here? I'm leaving. I hit it! I hit the pedal! And it was like, you don't get to do any damage to him. You don't get to do any damage to him. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I don't get to do any damage to him? What are you talking about? Ooh, perfect. Wait, no, just drive through it. Just drive through it. What? Fucking drive through it. Drive through it. You're so stupid. I feel like I fight the developers so much more. I feel like I fight the developers so much more. You're out of fucking fuel. You're so annoying. More ammo. Yep. More ammo. Go, go, go. Gotta get to the top of the hill and see what's happening. I don't know if SMG is wise here. I think I need mid-range for both. I'll take the blue. The blue's actually a godsend. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Gotta get an exit strategy. Oh, I have two. But let's do an instant one so we can just fucking book if we need to. Yep, like way the fuck out. I'm talking way out. Bitch, I'm way out. I know nerds will be trying to push this cliff. I don't care. I mean, there's 9 of them. Oh, there he is. Yeah, but that car's busted. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. What are you gonna do? You best run, bitch. You lost this. What are you gonna do? You can't do anything. You definitely can't push me without me jumping into this thing and leaving. I'll let you run. I'm not stupid. Definitely not getting snipered. He wants this really bad. He wants to exit this way. He's not going to get it. That's not going to happen. Oh. Is this then? You best hide, bitch. I hurt you real bad. You best hide. Storm's gonna fuck you up. You best come my direction too. Where did you go? Fuck did this guy go? Where did he go? Where could he have gone? He's like down in there in that village somewhere now. Where's the best place to be? The Chinese village, maybe? Yeah, I think the Chinese village is next, yeah. So I guess we use this. Oh, wait. Where's this? Oh, it's down in the valley. There's like a fight in the river. There's some kind of fight in the river. Okay, 7 left. It's reduced. I could take the long flight, and I probably will before somebody actually pressures me. Shit, where's the fucking... Where is he? Where is this guy I keep seeing fire from? Fuck this shit, I'm just riding this. Whatever. I don't know why I got off in the first fucking place. Okay, 5 left. Oh no. No! What are you doing? Stop! No, no. Oh, you're so annoying. Am I on like the crest? I don't think so. Let's see. Whoop. I've got enough energy to do this. Yep, run all the way to the motherfucking top. You've got to run all the way to the top. Come on, I want to win this. I don't know. Yeah, I want mid-range for both of these. Yep. And I want to be able to run off of the top, but then return to it and surprise him. Yep, right to the jump pad and everything. Yep. Right here, bitch. Right here. I want to be able to return to this if I need to. Where is he? He's going to show now. He's going to show now. I can feel it. Where is he? There's 2 left, son of it. There's 2 of them. Where is everybody? What the fuck? Where are you idiots? Where are you idiots? It's getting tighter. You're stupid. Where are you? Yeah, I fucked one of you up. I know I did. Where are you? Wait, was that him on the road? No, it's like maybe render. I don't know. Where are these assholes hiding? How have I not seen them by now? I'm gonna get fucking snipered if I'm not careful. I need to keep moving. How do I keep getting in these like top 3? How do I keep getting in top 3 consecutively? It's weird. Like these kids are still trying. I swear to God they are. I don't know. I suck. How am I in the top 3 all the time? What the fuck is that? I've got 6 kills. It's not like a dead brick to the top. I killed my way to the top, bitch. Where are these idiots? Nobody's fired in a really long time. I still have the dominant position, though. Where are these idiots? Is he there? He's probably there. There he is. Did he splash? I think I saw him splash. That son of a bitch. Where are you? Fuck you up, bitch. Out of the storm. Yeah, bitch! Woo! Played it perfectly, too! Woo! Really good. Fucking really good. See, I just have to... I have to say, World of Warcraft has not made me feel this good in 15 years, you know? It's okay to say goodbye to them. Fuck them. They don't make me feel good like this. They really don't. Yes, I want to remove. There we go. How many was that? It was 7. 17%, 2168, 2 headshots, 5 kilometers. Hey, 100 V-Bucks. Not bad. I can buy a season pass later. Nice, 1 million. I'm going to buy another ship soon. Gotta pick what I want to play. I want action, but I don't know what that is. It's hard to get it sometimes. Yeah, but I don't know if it's that good, though. That's the problem. I don't think it's that good. It's fucking annoying. Damn it. Like, it's hard to get the action that I want. It's fucking action, 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 you know? Give me action. I want action. No, because that game's too much running. It's fucking annoying. Like, I don't know. You're not going to give me the action. Usually it's Overwatch. Like, I play, like, Overwatch for this kind of action, but you've locked me out. You're so annoying. Maybe I should just install Overwatch now to my C drive. Oh, no, I uninstalled everything. Yeah, like, fuck it. No, that's not it. Yeah, I mean, I won, and then I stopped, but I guess I could just keep playing. I don't really care. Maybe I put more Fortnite on my channel, because it's the only game that really gives me feels anymore. It's fucking stupid. These games are just not fun. Most of the time, they make you do stuff that you just don't want to do. Hyperlight Breaker might be good. I'm tempted to buy that, you know, because I trust this developer, but I don't know. What's Age of Water? Sail through storms, fight and trade, capture other people's boats, or build your own. The Age of Water world. That's a base. Yeah, I don't really want to get absorbed in another survival game. I already have too many as it is. What's a good shooter action game that's, like, you know, engrossing but hard to, like, finish? You know what's fun that I haven't played in a while is, you know, I own Horizon Forbidden West, and one of the main problems with Horizon Forbidden West was the frame rate. And maybe I try for Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know. I like for Horizon Forbidden West, but it also disappointed me. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, I could do Once Human. Once Human's always an option. I haven't done that in a while. They've got a new season. I could just go back to, I could go do a New World on... Wait, I could just take a portal from my base and just go do stuff, huh? Which is what's so interesting about, I guess I'm thinking about it wrong. I have the action game that I want to play. I just was thinking, like, I'm kind of sick of the world that I'm on. But, I mean, I can just throw a card in the portal and just go out into the fucking sandbox universe in Nightingale. It is actually a really fucking big game. I could flag up on Final Fantasy XI. The RPGs have been really not too good lately. I like Fortnite. It's got the action combat, but a lot of them don't really have it enough. It's fucking annoying. You know, there's a game that I want to return to called Barony that kind of had it pretty well. Might be fun to play Barony Mage. Oh my god, if you lock me out of Nightingale, I'd be so mad. If you lock me out of Nightingale the way Blizzard just did, I would be so mad. I'd be like, oh no, I'll never even, like, listen to you ever again. Alright, log in. We're going to go to a random portal, which is something I've never done, but I can always just go to the fucking respite whenever I want. I forgot about this, but no, the real beauty of Nightingale is something I didn't really understand, which is you can just throw up, like, a card to anywhere. Okay, so what are you selling right now? Not energy cells, but microchips. Sell microchips. Make me some money. I'm at 1.1 million. Not bad. I'm going to buy a ship. Also, save. I've been very passive with X4, but the thing is, I'm kind of over space games lately. It's kind of annoying. You can see the fact that I don't really want to leave EVE Online because the mystery is gone for me a little bit. It's empty. The real mystery is that it's empty. Yep, these are all gonna play. I think a bunch of them are gonna play. It's fucking insane. I can see that large scale injector market is actually really good. This game has good action. Let's just go clear a world for, like, you know, credit and stuff. So, yeah, take me to the respite. Yeah. And then put the music on. Okay, so, yeah, I don't have to go do this world anymore. There's stuff I need to do here because I live here, but I don't need to do this realm at all. I can go to the desert, I can go to the swamp, I can go to the Astrolabe swamp. I don't know what the Astrolabe swamp is. What's the Astrolabe swamp? What is this? Portal and standby. You can reopen this closed portal, wish to play it. Reopen portal, close portal. The Astrolabe swamp, Sylvan's Cradle, or Welkin's Reach. We haven't been to the Astrolabe swamp. Stone and ore is increased. So we can go open a, yeah, we can open a portal to a new realm that I haven't been to and just do a bunch of random stuff. And when I close the portal, I think it closes that world. And that's what's so cool about Nightingale that people don't really understand. But they were very clear about this. They're like, our portal tech is tip-top. You'll never be bored of content because there's always new worlds to go explore. They're procedurally generated, so they're slightly boring. But I mean, there's always more to go do, though. This will take a few minutes while it loads. I'm starting to see video gaming through a content creator's eyes, and a lot of it is just really just standing around, which is so annoying. It's not like I need action all the time. I need action that feels pertinent. It feels like I'm moving forward. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Do a bit of a load here. I haven't let Jeet in a while, and I feel like I could go Poshmon mining if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to, honestly. Failed orders, energy cells. Smart ships. Let's go do smart ships in Silent Witness. So cool. This is the greatest sim ever made, though. Maybe I should, well, yeah, like, I don't know. The sim is loud when you're not playing it, but it's really good when you're playing it.
Maybe I should put the sound back in the way it used to be. I don't like the bleed. I feel like it's like artifacting. This is an astrolabe swamp. I've never been here before, and we're just here to do infestations. Get some combat in. Do some action stuff. It rains here a lot, it appears. Mining's supposed to be good here. This is a Bastille of Intellect. It's just a music puzzle. Oh. Fuck is that? Ah. Ooh, these guys hurt. Oh yeah, they're high level. Ugh, get off of it. One, two. There's 5 of them. So one of the problems about this game is it kind of makes you think too much, but I'm going to stop doing the intellect ones because they're annoying. Like, I like this game, but it's starting to feel like not as deep as I thought it was. It's kind of annoying. It's a good game, but it is also just enshrouded. They're basically the same game. They're like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of content, but I don't know if you could call it more than the combat, really. I don't like the fact that they based a bunch of it around grinding souls for, like, unlocking the chart. Because the combat doesn't seem like it's organic enough. It seems like you're constantly running across MMO packs of stuff. And I struggle with it. I'm starting to realize that they don't really make the game that I want to play. It's kind of annoying. They don't make the game that I want to play. Ooh, cool. I found a, Cool, I found a, right away I found this thing, huh? Perpetual Rains. Oh, the sun and moons look brightly colored. Dragon's Horde card. Feast Realm. Forsworn Skies. Get coal and presents from creatures. System. Yeah, why not? That seems cool. Let's fix the rain at least. I don't think it matters. But we can take this rainy realm and we can turn it to like a utopia like this, yeah. Nice. It's better than the rain. Also, I think in some elements, like if the rain is all the time and you're in the water, you start to die. So, but when there's no rain, the water doesn't matter. Yeah, if it's raining in the swamp and you're like, you know, they talked about this in Vietnam a lot. If it's raining in the swamp, it's a really bad, miserable time. You don't really want to do that more than a day. When you wake up to it the next morning, you're like, oh no, my morale's really low. I don't want to do this swamp in the rain again. And so yeah, like, you know, I got rid of the swamp because yeah, and the sun's really bright and stuff. It looks sweet. Here's some mobs I haven't seen. But it also doesn't matter because it's not like the real problem with the chart is it's the progression's great. I don't mind this progression at all, but I would prefer if I could also pump my stats. If I could also pump my stats with the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 stuff. That's what's the game's missing. I mean, you can buy like upgrades for the gear, but then it caps out like that. You need to be able to just merit point improve your stat points, like all of it, from jump to, you know, to magic to even encounter rate. If you want to see more mobs and more plentiful and stuff, that yeah, like there's a lot of things that they could do. Oh yeah, so I had an infestation there that I didn't do. See, the action in this game's good. It is good. Reminds me of Fortnite, kind of. Because it is epic. It is the Epic's engine. Unreal. Oh, this guy actually got me. I didn't think they would. Oh no. Bit Stam. Ah. Oh. Oh no, he died. Oh well. Wow, those guys are way meaner than I thought they would be, which makes it more fun. Well, now I know, and I can just go fight them. I just don't know what I'm countering, you know? What? How did you get out from where I was? Oh my god. What? Thought I reloaded. Wow, I don't really hurt this thing. It's not really moving. It's not attacking. I'm just gonna leave it there. Why? happened to my pen? It just like dis-fucking-peared. Where could it have gone? It didn't go anywhere. God damn it, man. It's like within 5 feet of me, but who the fuck knows? Where did this go? I mean, my pen's working, but it's like, my other pen's working, but it's like, where did this go? Where did it even disappear to? What the fuck? Like, I'm only going to play the games that are fun to play anymore. Like, these are the games that are fun to play to me, you know? Tomorrow it'll be New World. There's a whole new PvP server tomorrow. Which reminds me, what time is it? Yeah, it's like 11. What time's that? It's going to be like 11 in the morning, huh? I'm going to keep going for like 4 hours. Can't see my OBS, and that bothers me. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that one's running and I haven't finished it. Okay. I like how the water went red. Or maybe the water's always red. Never mind. No, the water went red from the blood. It looks sweet. This game looks so good. Our the high flang. Is that him? No, that's not him. Oh, get off me, fucker. Get off. Where is he? Is that him? No, that's not him. Where is this guy? I don't know. Oh, where the high fan? Is he close? Oops. Oh, there. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Okay. Ah. didn't finish this one. Oh no, I did. Thank you. What happened to the card? Oh, I'm out of copper. Oh no, I'm out of fire. Okay. Oh, my heater's off. It was off for most of the day. It was warmer today. But it's cold now. I'm gonna turn it back on. Oops. What am I doing now? Oops, stop. Get up and you're so annoying. You never close out right, and it drives me crazy. Maybe I'll give Last Oasis a swing. Pretty purple. I like the colors of the game. It's a little bit washed out. I wish it had a little bit of a more modern look to it. But the graphics they used are from like 7 years ago, and now I want a sequel. Because these graphics don't look that good to me. It's annoying. But they're still really pretty. Wait, what? Yes, it can. The fuck are you talking about? I also never gave Duckside a chance. I bought Duckside. Duckside might be pretty fun. I haven't really experimented with that game. That game might be kind of fun. It's like a mix of Rust and Darkside. Darkside is a game I haven't really given too much time. I watched a video about Darkside. Let's go look at a Darkside review. Because it's kind of a Rust clone now. It didn't used to be, but it is now. It's like kind of a Rust clone now. Or, well, it's more like a DayZ. Or, I'm sorry, not Darkside. I keep saying Darkside. I meant Deadside. Deadside review. Yeah, I think this is what I watched, too. It looks better than it's ever looked.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh shit, there's someone in there. Hello. You alright?
It's like a combination of Rust and DayZ.
I didn't know.
No, I watched this already.
Playful secrets.
Okay, that's a player.
Suck my wiggly dick.
Yeah, got them both.
Get the fuck out of here! What you doing here, motherfucker? Get on my ride!
What?
Silly American boy.
Silly American boy. Yeah, he was spicy. Yeah,
He
he was.
doesn't have any locks on his doors. Oh. Okay. Looks like we've got
What?
ourselves a new house.
Why?
That's him right there laying down, isn't it?
Oh, it's looking like crappy graphics, DayZ. I mean, the graphics, I'm sorry, the combat looks better than DayZ. This combat looks better than DayZ, in my opinion.
I wonder if that's his base over there. Could potentially be my neighbour that'll just shit on. Why has he got a window there?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Turns out people aren't the brightest when
Oh
it comes to
my
making
God.
bases in this game. Guess that's the cost of having ocean views.
It's a prettier game than I would have given it
This is
a.
where he parked his motorbike.
Look at how many trees there are for a game like this. Oh no.
I'm pretty sure I'm in their house right now. Hello? Friendly? Hello?
Nah, they're waiting to kill you. You're dumb. Run.
Oh, there he is. He's door camping.
Why?
He's getting door camped in a base that's not even mine. Hello?
Hello, I'm friendly. Hello, hello.
God.
I'm here.
I'm gonna put my gun
Here.
away. I don't really have anything. I'm just running by.
Me too. Me too.
It's not a. Oh shit. Is that a player or a bot?
I don't know. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, cover. I actually got it. Good job, bro.
Hello, I'm friendly. Hello, hello.
Oh, you killed
Hello?
him.
Hello? Hey, you fishing? You catch anything? You got bait?
Kid, wait. Have you ever worked?
I will live to piss on his grave.
Oh, Jockstrap Bill.
Will live.
You catch anything? You got bait?
Kid, wait. Have you ever worked?
Jockstrap Bill.
I will live to piss on his grave.
Jockstrap Bill. Yeah, Jockstrap Bill. And this was him later. Oh my god. 40 millimeters with a shotgun. Blob 84.
Catch
Why? Why? Why would a shotgun kill you at 40
What
meters?
the hell? Someone's in that
40
base.
meters? Are you fucking serious?
What's going on inside my house, boy? I'll clap your fucking cheeks. Let us know tomorrow like I fucked my grandma in my sleep yesterday. So what the fuck is the problem in this security hole, man?
Sorry, what?
What? Close the door. Why is there no locks in this game? Oh my god. What?
See you later. Going deep, going deep. Yes, 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 girl. Man, this is giving me massive Rust Legacy vibes. Holy shit.
That sucks.
Friendly, friendly.
How did he fire that many shots and not hit you?
The Cheetos are coated in scopolamine and lidocaine.
Like, okay, my accuracy is not good. I'm like 17% most of the time, but that's still 1 in 5. So when I hear a rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, you're like, at least 5 or 6 of those shots, if they were mine, would have hit. But you hit him not at all. You didn't even hit him once. The fuck was that? What is this? Oh my god, what is going on?
Die already.
I know, right? How many times have I
Here comes
shot
your
you
friend.
with this
But you
shotgun? What the
respawned.
fuck?
Wake up!
Nope, bye.
You're next. I just want to rush him with his axe. Like that could be pretty funny.
Nope. Oh. 560. No, that's what this. That's what the wall is. Shut. Shut. I liked it. I liked it.
These guys are not having a good day.
Hello.
Hello, is this your base?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. You know what? I'll leave now, alright?
You raid me?
No, I just got here. I'll leave you alone, alright? Good luck with your base.
What the fuck?
That's Rust for you. That's Rust for you. They don't know shit till you tell them something.
Yeah, these were players. I don't know why I didn't come up. Poor boy's got jumped.
I feel like I've gotten away by the skin of my teeth.
Nope. I watched this video twice now, and I'm like, is this game good? It seems good because he makes it look good. Is Deadside actually good now?
Come out wherever you are.
The hell was that?
That's one.
Dogs.
There's two. Welcome back to some Deadside, guys.
This feels like Scum.
Oh, we're finally in 1.0. And 1.1 is just around the corner. A lot of fixes to the game currently that need to be addressed, such as the amount of water that you drink and consume is insane. So
yeah,
that's gonna get fixed here soon, as well as just a couple other things that I will leave the patch notes down below in the description. But of course,
yeah, you have to like live by the river.
Before we get into all this, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, please
the game looks
hit the
good.
Like button, subscribe to the channel. We are.
I looked into this game like 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, maybe.
Subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if you do end up hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah, yeah. Who is this? It's Blue the Robot.
I want to talk about eventually once I'm on my way to the airfield now. But I want to get your opinion on what's going on with Deadside as I travel the new lands, I guess you could say. I do have to say too, it's nice seeing new players coming to the game, because it's nice to just see how new players react to the game compared to older players such as myself.
Yeah, Rust players.
A lot has changed since the beginning days of Deadside,
and sometimes I think, like, I haven't played classic Rust in so long. Do I even know the game anymore?
Some for the worse, some for the better.
Part of the problem with Rust is the constant harassment. The minute that you try to learn the game again, some shithead shows up. It's not even a game worth playing.
But I do have to say that a lot of the things that were added into the game were pretty interesting to hear from the get-go, and now that we're seeing it, is I thought I'd like it more. Maybe that's just me, like, especially with the base rating and having your base always be around, which in hindsight seemed like a good idea because people were quote-unquote making unrateable bases with the old system. But now it doesn't seem like a lot of people want to play the game in terms of base building, because they're just gonna be upset if they spend hours working on a base just to see it get raided, which again, that's like any other survival open world game, like DayZ, Rust for instance. I was a big Rust player as well. And seeing this game kind of become like a Rust
miniature
DayZ
Rust
light, I kind of have some mixed opinions and mixed feelings on it, because on one hand, this game's great. I love it, and I want to see more come to the game. But on the other hand, I bet you some people are probably saying, well, why play this game when I can go play Rust or Deadside, or sorry, DayZ, you know? And to that, I have to say, I think Deadside still fits the casual open world hardcore shooter. I think you're able to get guns relatively quickly. There's not crazy in-game survival mechanics that are just annoying to mess with. And then on top of that, it runs on pretty much any system, low end, high end, you name it. I know some people that are running this game on some laptops and getting good frames. So, you know, again, it's a casual way to get into the game, which is really nice. but at the other hand, I can understand why people would want to play other games other than this. Another thing that I have to mention eventually.
Why is this world this big? You haven't
game
seen anything even remotely interesting in a long time.
Modding and mod support. Now, the devs are most likely, and from what I can tell when I streamed the game when it first launched, we have been notified that the devs are looking into modding this game. At least having mod support, which I think would help this game out in the long run. I think a lot of games suffer from longevity because they don't allow mods, and other games thrive because of the continuous mod support and all the mods that come out. I mean, take DayZ for instance. I think that game wouldn't have reached its heights compared to just vanilla alongside all the mods that it come with it. As well as DayZ was technically a mod to begin with.
It's a bad game. It's Arma. Arma's bad.
You know, it all kind of just works.
That's why I
out.
won't play it.
Hello. Another thing that I kind of want to just discuss while we're taking this little road trip up to the airfield here. Oh, look, it's Bambi. Oh,
Scum is better than this.
I got it. Got it. Oh, God. That's awesome. But as I was saying, ooh, let's go this way. Another thing that I want to see added into the game, though, is weather effects and immersive weather. I think, again, the game, let me just get out real quick here, just so you can see. Like, the game is not bad looking.
No.
Whatsoever. It's not the best looking game ever. It's not Unreal Engine 5 with Lumen and RTX ray trace graphics, but it's not a bad looking game either. But I think this game could benefit from rain, fog, maybe even snow eventually. Actually, is there anyone up here? Did anyone spawn there?
Join a realm.
No, but I think a lot of people are asking for that as well too, because I think
oh my god, there's 20 players on this game in its entirety,
and I think that would break up the repetitiveness of just the way the world looks. Yeah, that's another thing about that's with the new vehicles now. These vehicles are glued to the ground. I mean, I would have to drive it off this mountain, off a cliff, just to see it get some air. I could drive it down this entire mountain, maybe get up to 70 kilometers and barely make a scratch on that thing. This thing could not, you have to try to flip this thing. And same thing with the motorcycle as well too. Ooh, my god. Where? Oh, I'm next to an epic mission. Okay, let's be careful with that. Ooh. UMP-45, don't mind if I do. Alright, so the epic mission's that way. So we're just gonna cut through. Back around, actually. Oh, look, right there. Never mind, airfield's right there. Oh, welcome to the new airfield as well, too. This airfield's great to loot at, but at the same time, it's also very dangerous because there's so many crazy missions that spawn here, and the AI, yeah, they love to shoot far ranges. So, what was that? Was that a respawn beacon? Or is that part of the? Oh, that's part of the airfield. I'm dumb. Are respawn beacons even a thing in this game anymore? It's been a while since I've actually looked in.
It's an interesting game.
Wow, okay. Oh my god. See, even when I'm not paying attention and kind of just do my own thing, sometimes it's not a good thing. But again, yeah, like I said, as I was saying earlier, this is on the Blue Blood RP PvP server. So I like to have a little bit of RP when I'm doing my PvP. If you're just gonna shoot on sight, that's fine. I don't mind. But look, let's have a conversation. Let's try to figure it out. Let's work together if we need to. Smoke grenade. I'll take that because I need that for the ammo. I'll take you as well too. What do you got? What you got? Take your ammo. Yeah, the AI don't really have any good things on them normally. It'd be kind of lucky if you really found something. Ooh, I'll take that though. And I'll definitely take that assault vest and some more 5.56. Another smoke grenade. Do I really need a smoke grenade? Not really. I take the 5.45 because I can refill the turrets back at.
I'm excited for Medieval Rust. It'll be very good. Because current Rust sucks, in my opinion. It's not even worth logging on, in my opinion. It's fucking lame. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out on an adventure on Mortal, because I haven't done Mortal in a long time. I'll go play my caster character in Toxai. I've been too reliant on the money that people give me on the auction house. I haven't played this game in 2 months or something. No, I'm too drunk for a game like this. Never mind. I'm going to exit out. This is not the right idea. I'll just go on Fortnite. I need something that doesn't make me think too much. I'm addicted to Fortnite. It's fucking annoying. I'm so addicted to Fortnite. It's stupid. I try not to play it. Let's go look at the Duckside server since we're doing this. Nice, I have 1.2 million. I'm going to be able to buy a new mining ship. Wait, what happened here? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll take a look at Deadlock. Like, what's the current news on Deadlock? They're on a fucking, like, a, do not talk about. That's Stimpy from a month ago. He's fishing. Stop you. No, these games are dying and I'm not really noticing it. It's kind of funny. These games are dying though. It sucks. I spent some money on these games too. I spent like $30, but I mean $30 is not that bad. I got to see and I learned. It's fucking annoying. I bought Elite Dangerous, but that was like $3 or something. Well, it's kind of annoying. But one of the only good PvP experiences I can get that isn't toxic is Fortnite. It's fucking stupid. It's dumb. I mean, just keep doing that, I guess. Oh my god, he's just copying Loru. Thank god I'm not that much of a loser. You're playing as... Oh my god. I know this person.
Because she has a ton of potential to carry games by putting out DPS, but you don't really have to. You can hard carry games by heal botting and rarely being aggressive, as long as you're aggressive at the right times. You'll find that spamming kunai at head level is pretty much the only mechanic you need to hit top 500, let alone GM. To demonstrate this, I'm going to take you through one of my top 500 games and walk you through my thought process. I've hit top 20 in NA on this hero, and I wouldn't say I have incredible mechanics. Here, I'm literally just holding left click at head level where they are. They aren't doing much damage to us, and what little healing we do need can be covered by my Ana. Hanzo sure is... Wait, you recalled full HP? Kyrie is a hero that Tracers fear. You can one-shot them with headshot melee, so as long as you put one body shot or punch onto her, it should force her recall if she's smart and respects you. That's usually not the case, so you can just headshot and kill her. It's always worth shooting at Tracer if she's marking you and no one's in immediate danger.
Under my protection.
I'm whiffing literally everything here, and keep in mind that I've hit top 20. Top 500s aren't perfect, we don't hit everything, and we make lots of mistakes too. Don't get too hard on yourself for making lots of mistakes, it's something that we all do. What's up, Joji? You can fit 2 kunai between every heal, so if there's an enemy on your screen or even a chance of one popping up, you might as well just throw him between every heal. Briggs up here. Half.
Hunter's one, Hunter's one.
Ana dropped, kill both. Ana one, Ana one. Have.
Oh, if you didn't coach him, he was sleeping.
Oh, my bad. I just wanted to protect us.
Chillin'.
What's up, Bob?
It's weird because this sounds like my friend Elizabeth.
Hanzo half.
I think I know this girl.
I've missed every Suzu so far. Generally, you do not want to do that. Sorry,
I've heard this voice before. This is my friend Elizabeth. I've known her for 20 years.
I always use my rush in a way that it goes towards where we want to push and where they would back up to. You want to make sure that your team is still able to get value out of it, even if the other team backs up. I got 2.
Bob's out there doing some stuff.
Alright.
No, you're getting carried by a 500 healer, and you're delusional. You are soloing this monkey somehow.
What
you are being carried by a 500 team, and you're delusional.
I just teleported backwards.
This is fucked up.
Be healed. Help me move the payload.
What was that?
What are you guys doing?
Maps that have a lot of high ground, I like to be the one pushing cart because I can easily get to high ground, whereas my Zen has to make a super long rotation. So it's better for me to be on the cart and teleport to a teammate or wall climb that's on high ground when we're able to stop pushing it, than for my Zen to be pushing cart and then just die when someone dives on him because he has nowhere to go.
You guys don't do any heals. What's your actual numbers on this match? Is it like 5,000? Well, I watched it. It was an interesting video. Do I know that girl? I think I know that girl. It's fucking so annoying. Why do I feel like I know some of the women that I've met? Some of the women that I've heard on YouTube. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Let's look at this.
A new DayZ Star Wars server has taken the world by storm,
No.
combining two of the best universes together to make the most accurate Star Wars survival experience we've ever seen. The modders have added a ton of custom assets, items, and weapons that makes for an incredible adventure. And like all good Star Wars adventures, this one begins in a galaxy far, far away. So here we are, an Imperial geezer out in a galaxy far, far away, and I am ready for a Star Wars adventure. I'm gonna go out, see what kind of people we can meet. Imperial or Rebel scum, we'll kill them all the same. I've seen on the map that the icy planet of Hoth is nearby, so I think that will be our first stop, but I'm gonna get a bit looted up first and see what we can find. Oh shit, it's a heli crash. Ah, this must be the heli crash equivalent. That's nice. Alright, well we got a clone trooper helm. It's amazing actually what people think of to put with DayZ. Who would have thought Jurassic Park DayZ would be good? But it is. Who would think Star Wars DayZ is good? But it is. Who would think the
fucking DayZ? It's Arma. I have a real problem with Arma. I have a serious problem with Arma. I think my tax money went to that piece of shit. People don't like when I don't think most people like when I talk. It's fucking annoying. I'm going straight to the fucking sword. You better believe it! Why didn't you grab something? I feel like I constantly battle the developer. Go again. Why wouldn't you grab something? I went dragging down. I was like, come on, grab something. Nope. I trusted in the game to grab one of those ledges. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, that's the second time tonight. I've won tonight, but I've lost tonight too. Falling from fall damage twice because I didn't know they've changed how it works. No, go to gaming and just keep surfing. You constantly fish that. Yeah, C9. Yeah. What happened there, man? You didn't grab the ledge. You didn't grab the ledge. I went flying down something like 9 floors. You wouldn't grab any of those floors. It's Fortnite. You're supposed to grab any ledge. Well, let's try not fall to our
Over
deaths.
the past few years, the first video we published in each calendar year has almost always been an exciting look forward at what we can hope to expect from Final Fantasy. But this year feels different. For what seems like decades now, there has almost always been some kind of release looming on the horizon, whether that be a mainline entry or supporting property, a high-profile spin-off, or an expansion. We were spoiled with just how much Final Fantasy there was on the table. Between 2010 and 2013, for example, we had the releases of Final Fantasy 13 and 14, the city at Geodesum, the Japanese launch of Type 0, and the hope it will be localized.
Yeah, Type 0.
The complete collection, Theatre Village, Final Fantasy 13-2 and 14 A Realm Reborn, and Bravely Default as a nice adjacent property.
Two
Countless other games
dudes.
were also released during this period, such as Airborne Brigade,
One down there,
Chocobo
one in the back. I
Tropic
want the
Farm.
sword. I want
When
it first.
combined, it meant 51 unique properties related
Four
to Final
dudes, three
Fantasy
dudes.
were brought to market during just a 3-year period. There came an appreciation, however, that quantity was not a substitute for quality, and when Yosuke Matsuda replaced Yuji Wada, it out a significant increase in how many Final Fantasy games were released, with the hope of increasing the wider perception of the fans. This saw the average...
What? You would reload! You would reload! I fought the developer again! I waited so long! Why would you reload? Because I fucking grabbed the ledge? Come on!
The Rising Tide, and Final Fantasy XIV.
Come on, man! I want a fair fight without the developer sucking dick! Is it that hard?
Properties scheduled to release in 2025 or beyond. And the things we do know about are the final part in the trilogy.
Come on, man! You would reload for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then you were just like, nah, you touched a ledge, so no reload. 7 seconds pass, you put the bullets in the mag, but because you touched a ledge and I'm a suck-dick developer, you don't get your fucking mag and you die. This sword dude embarrasses you. Thanks, piece of shit, fucking cocksucker developer. Thanks.
It received incredible scores from critics all around the world, and has received...
Come on, man. I shouldn't have to fight you like this, you fucking cocksuckers, man.
Over 30 commendations.
Come on, man. I fought the developer again. Please give me any time I don't fight the developer, I win. You know, I full-blown, like, anytime the developer doesn't fuck me on some stupid shit. 2 games in a row now, I've fallen 13 stories but not grabbed the ledge, and now fucking I go to shoot that guy, and it's like, nah, 7 seconds passed, and you didn't reload. Why, developer? Because I touched a ledge? Fuck you, suck a dick, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I would never pay you. Nope. Sorry, wouldn't want to, you know, see ya, wouldn't want to be, sorry, fuck you, never would have paid ya.
Only surpassed by
You're not getting my money, no, no.
Thus far, however, Square Enix has yet to reveal any
I mean, it
kind
is
of
a free
global
game.
sales figures
Yeah,
around the game.
yeah, I get what
The
I
only
pay
thing we
for.
know is that when combined with Final Fantasy XVI and the countless other games released by Square Enix during the previous fiscal year, the HD game...
Come on, man! Can I fight somebody without you sucking dick and preventing me from reloading after 7 seconds or something? Come on! I hit that guy like 9 times. I'm going for the fucking 13th fucking shot, trying to reload, and you fucking were like, nah, you touched a ledge, so nah, no reload for you. And I'm like, why, motherfucker? You know I had that mag all the way, 98% in the fucking mag.
But it's more the speed of the plot that stands out.
That was a developer fucking piece of shit. Fuck up.
Final Fantasy VII
pisses
Remake
me off
took
so
14 months
bad.
to appear on PC, and Final Fantasy XVI took 15 months. Final
Don't
Fantasy
fuck
VII
me
Rebirth
again.
only had a 3-month exclusive window, but the port will be arriving less than 12 months after its release. And not only that, it's set to come with some significant enhancements.
Don't fuck me again,
According
you
to the
understand? Don't fuck me
specifications,
again.
The game can reach up to 120 frames per second and will come with some huge enhancements to general graphics and lighting. To try and sweeten the deal, anyone who pre-orders the game ahead of its release will also get 30% off.
Please, please let me control my character. Please let me control my character, you worthless piece of shit cocksucker-ass developer. Why are we doing this? I haven't touched the mouse yet. Why are you forcing attacks on me to waste my time so he got away? Why are you doing this? Stop this now. Stop doing that. Why were you attacking a bunch without even touching the mouse? What's your problem? Fucking developers, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Come on, man. I'm trying to do simple sword thrusts, and you're like, nah, you pressed the button you didn't press. And I'm like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Ah, you're fucking up and you're laggy. Because you know if you aren't doing that, I would kill these guys. Never mind. You let me have it. Thank you. Why are you so laggy suddenly? What the fuck's your problem? Why are you so laggy suddenly? What's your fucking problem? Stop, stop, stop. Why are we so laggy suddenly? Because you know that I'll lose if you don't do this. Why is it all laggy suddenly? Because I'm playing, that's why. God damn it. Look, it's all laggy now. Why? Why don't you start the video? Do it.
Recommended retail price. Let's just hope that the port arrives in a very playable state, unlike 7 Remake, which featured in our previous video about some of the worst ports in the history of the franchise. Of course, now that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has been out for almost a year, thoughts have already started to move on to the third installment in the trilogy. Naoki Hamaguchi, the director of Rebirth, has spoken about his desire to have Part 3 release sooner rather than later. And with the PC port coming out in record time, and no downloadable content being produced for the specific objective of not impeding development on Part 3, the educated guess is that it will arrive at the start of 2027, 3 years after Rebirth. If that is indeed the intended release window, then there's an outside chance that Part 3 might be officially unveiled this year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, for example, was unveiled at the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary livestream, shared 20 months before the game shipped. While we wait for news on Part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake project, Ever Crisis will continue to plug along. Throughout 2024, it found a dedicated global community, and in Japan at least, it earned approximately $25 million. This represents modest returns, but it's around half of what Brave Exvius and War of the Visions earned during their first full calendar years on the market. Regardless, 2025 is sure to have plenty of collaborations in store, as well as a continuation of Sephiroth's backstory. On the subject of Brave Exvius,
really
the global version was shut down towards the end of 2024, but as yet, there appears to be no signs that the Japanese version will suffer the same fate. War of the Visions should also continue to see content produced throughout 2025, but given that Square Enix seems to be cutting away all the deadwood in its mobile catalogue, we may see the global version suffer a similar fate. For reference, Square Enix shut down numerous properties last year in addition to the global version of Brave Exvius. Triple Triad, for example, was removed from the Final Fantasy schedule, but they also shut down Engage Kill, Full Metal Alchemist mobile RPG, Dragon Quest Champions and Dragon Quest Keshi and Towa Sugai. Square Enix also transferred ownership of Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent to NetEase, who were previously responsible for managing the game's operations in Southeast Asia and China. sticking with the theme of mobile and China, it was revealed back in August that Square Enix had gained approval to release a previously unannounced mobile version of Final Fantasy XIV in the region, which was tentatively dubbed Final Fantasy XIV Crystal World. Square Enix then announced the game officially in November as a free-to-play iteration of the venerable MMO that has been custom-built from the ground up for the platform. The game is not being worked on by Square Enix directly though. Instead, it's being developed by Lightspeed Studios, who have officially licensed the property. However, it is noted that employees from Square Enix are supervising the project. Lightspeed revealed that they pitched the idea to Yoshida 5 years ago, and this was no doubt part of the strategic venture that Square Enix signed with Tencent back in 2018. So far, no release date or release window has been specified, but the team did note that they have already been working on the game for years. Closed beta tests are already underway, with numerous videos being released online from those who are taking part. Should tests go well, then they plan to launch the game in mainland China first, before making further adjustments ahead of its global launch outside of China. We should therefore expect to hear much more about this throughout 2025, and if things go well, then hopefully it should launch in both China and the rest of the world this year. Last but not least, we then have Final Fantasy XIV itself. Ever since the release of Heavensward, Final Fantasy XIV has been on a prominent upward trajectory. Heavensward received an open critic of 85, and each subsequent expansion improved on the last, culminating in Endwalker receiving a 93. Dawntrail, though, only managed to score an 81, which was lower than A Realm Reborn when it launched over 10 years ago. The team at Creative Studio 3 are undeterred, however, and have been pumping out a steady release of content to try and keep active players engaged. In 2025, this will see the launch of
that was a player. That was a player. What an idiot. Oh god, get out.
Rebirth.
Oh,
patch 7.2, which promises to be much more substantial, should then launch towards the end of Q1. This timing suggests that they are sticking with the Endwalker patch schedule, as opposed to the pre-Endwalker patch schedule. And if that's the case, we shouldn't expect to hear anything about the next expansion until 2026. It means that right now, the only properties that exist, or will exist, relate to either Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy XIV, or Brave Exvius. There are some promising unknowns, however, and in that regard, we need to go back to Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. Out of the two remaining projects that featured in the infamous Nvidia leak, Tactics Remastered seems to be the more plausible of the two. Naoki Yoshida has a huge amount of respect for Yasumi Matsuno, the director of the original Tactics, and they have since worked together on Final Fantasy XIV. Square Enix have also released Tactics Ogre Reborn, a faithful adaptation of another of Matsuno's prior works that came with a host
yeah, but they didn't make 14 like Tactics.
And in more recent times, Yoshida teamed up with Hironobu Sakaguchi to
they
publish
just
an
cash
console
grabbed
port of Fantasian, dubbed Fantasian Neo Dimension. The interesting twist in this particular story, however, is that Yoshida also went on record a few months ago when being interviewed by Japanese publication 4Gamer. It was a wide-ranging discussion, but Yoshida noted that he would love to see Vagrant Story and Tactics re-released at some point, and that's about as compelling as things can get without Square Enix making an official announcement. The Final Fantasy IX Remake, unfortunately, has not been given the same treatment. After what felt like a slew of leaks and rumours, everything appears to have gone cold, and the other somewhat unrelated hurdle is that the Final Fantasy IX anime has also got into some trouble. Back in October, it was reported that Cyber Group Studios, the company that had been working on an adaptation of Final Fantasy IX in collaboration with Square Enix, were suffering from significant financial troubles. That then escalated in December, with numerous studios bidding to acquire Cyber Group Studios and its individual contracts. Amongst this, it was revealed that Newen Studios was attempting to acquire the rights to the Final Fantasy IX animated series, with it speculated that this would be passed to its Blue Spirit production house, which was responsible for the likes of Blue Eye Samurai and Mini Ninjas, which was produced in collaboration with Cyber Group Studios based on the IP and it's owned by Square Enix. Needless to say, things have become quite messy. Based on this, it's unclear if we'll hear anything about projects related to Final Fantasy IX in 2025, but there's always hope. Beyond that, however, we're just going into wild speculation territory. For For example, it's safe to assume that Final Fantasy XVII is at least currently being thought about, as it's already been 18 months since the release of Final Fantasy XVI. For example, even though there were 4 years between the release of Final Fantasy XV and the announcement of Final Fantasy XVI, planning had been well underway for years by that point. But outside of the next main numbered entry, it's unclear what other directions the Final Fantasy franchise may go in. Some projects may have been part of Tesh Kiryu's massive goal. With a huge decrease in scope around the franchise in the past 4 to 5 years, we just have to hope that whatever does manifest will be of the highest quality. With that though, we hope you've enjoyed our short look ahead for the Final Fantasy franchise. Based on what we discussed,
Yeah, it was good.
which of the known projects are you most looking forward to? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Make sure to also let us know your hopes and dreams for the franchise too. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, as irrespective of what games are planned to release, we have plenty of exciting projects in the works. Alright everyone, with that, this is Daryl signing out. As always, I'd like to do a big thank you to all of our Patreon
11
and YouTube
kills.
supporters, especially Benjamin
Ooh,
Snow,
what's
the live
that?
stream, and Zukin TDK, who are super
It's
special
a
on-demand
yellow hunting
supporters.
rifle. That's
And of
gonna help.
course, a big thank you to everyone for watching this video.
Little bit.
See you again soon
Ooh,
for
lots of
more
ammo.
Final Fantasy
I
videos.
fucked that guy up.
It's often said that Final Fantasy IX is the most fairy tale, funny, and light-hearted of the Final Fantasies. And while all of this might be true, it doesn't take away from the fact that it also deals with some of the most serious philosophical issues life throws at us. A great war and a twink on a dragon might be the foreground of what we see, the window dressing, the icing on the cake, if you will. But they do in fact serve as mere backgrounds to the real character drama that goes on here. Whether they play out in underground factories, atop airships, or in bunk beds during chats in the night in quiet villages. And despite the terrifying action scenes playing their important part, from kidnapping a princess on an airship to watching a helpless village getting torn to pieces by the force of a godlike creature, I do maintain that the soul of Final Fantasy IX, frankly any game that dares to tell a story about humans, lies specifically in those quiet moments, whether the beautiful, the funny, or the more existential ones. Despite not being the Final Fantasy I've completed the most times in my life, it is the Final Fantasy I've started the most playthroughs on. Now while these facts might sound if not contradictory, then at least indicative of a game that's hard to stick to, I think of it differently. To me, Final Fantasy IX has become that mystical game that never seems to let go, that's always there in the background, urging me to get back to it even though I don't always have time to see the journey through. You see, Final Fantasy games used to be long and arduous affairs, often demanding somewhere around 40 hours to complete the main story alone, meaning chances were you get quite attached to your newfound friends every time. But while Square Enix seems unable to think of little but Final Fantasy VII these days, why am I still so mystified with Final Fantasy IX? Why does Final Fantasy IX hit different? The Final Fantasy series was always a different beast, each title seemingly experimenting with some new setting and mishmash of vibes. Final Fantasy X, my first entry into the series, takes place in a dystopian sci-fi themed medieval universe. Final Fantasy VII, another dystopian universe by the way, also is quite sci-fi, but is almost more dark capitalist punk than anything. Indeed, the later years often continue to be ambiguous settings. With Final Fantasy 13,
what?
Background, and 15, well, we don't talk about 15. To me then, Final Fantasy IX became the only one of these games that took place in a legitimately classical fairy tale medieval setting, although with some serious sci-fi influences sprinkled across. This duality is what ends up making Final Fantasy IX's plot so fascinating all these years later. But the key is that it's backed up by genius design, not just in terms of everything going on here, but how Square managed to make this PS1 world come alive. And if you want to help this channel truly come alive, then please remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and a comment down below. It really makes a difference. Something I always think about before jumping into yet another Final Fantasy IX playthrough that somehow ends up stranding at the Moogle safe spot in Evil Forest is how expansive, detailed, and beautiful the city of Limblom looks. A city literally carved into a giant mountain, where the main access is by rail cars or airships. We have grand market squares, charming clock towers high above ground, cozy hideouts, a theater district, an industrial district, and a quaint local pub. cities like Lindblom could be imagined to come accompanied with some type of majestic soundtrack because of how grand it is. But instead, its theme is reserved yet rhythmic, melodic without straying too far from the game's uncertain yet whimsical nature, and portrays a kind of tension while retaining a sense of childish desire for exploration. Alexandria, the royal capital bathed in sun, looks arguably even more classically fairy-tale. It's impossible to not get charmed by the city's inner towers, its large market square, its smaller outer square, the back alley, or the city's portside district and pier, reminding us that there's more to cities than just brick and mortar. Due to the way the camera angles worked way back when on the PS1, you'll notice how every scene's viewing angle is carefully placed to give you the optimal overview of them, which in turn creates a very unique and distinct sense of place and atmosphere. It looks cinematic in a way that modern games like Final Fantasy 16, all these years later, can't match in the same way, simply because of the different design philosophies of perspective. I'm not saying Final Fantasy 9's way of doing things is objectively better, but I think you know what I mean here. When thinking of any location in Final Fantasy 9, you'll always remember that exact place, with that exact camera angle. And I think it supercharges our memories of them, because no matter how many times you return, or how long between your homecomings, these images truly never change. It's part of why in those moments before I fire up a new game, that flashes of locations all over the story remind me of how great this game is. Indeed, why it hits different, and that compels me to join Zidane once more. And Zidane is of course a big deal in Final Fantasy 9, seeing as he is the main protagonist. But what's so fascinating here is that both he and his companions, and beyond, are all quite, well, distinct.
What?
No
Come on!
Designs are important in every Final Fantasy, heck in every game. But I'd say they're perhaps particularly prominent and stand out a little more right here due to the game's overall vision. Even though we find ourselves in an
the time it took me to loot the sword? Come on!
Perhaps, who grew up with similarly set medieval fairy tales, everything here is wrapped in a sense of otherworldliness, which doesn't just extend to, but quite literally begins with our characters. If you spend just a little too much time in the main menu, the game casually runs this reel of every major character that joins our party. And while this could be seen as a spoiler of some kind, it somehow doesn't hurt the game at all. I'm actually quite finicky about not being spoiled, but Final Fantasy 9 somehow did it right, and I think it's because it focused on the right aspects, and they're twofold. Our characters look distinctly fantastical, sometimes positively animalistic or anthropomorphic.
I do what I want, you have problem? I do what I want, you have problem?
Sometimes positively animalistic or anthropomorphic, styles which stand in stark contrast to the previous Final Fantasies of 7 and 8, where, despite looking like total squares, did at least go for a realistic look.
Yeah.
And second, that we here get a snapshot into each and every character's personalities and their main background trait. Zidane's virtue and quote, "you don't need a reason to help people," might just be the most traditional one here, the one standing the least out, because mostly everything else here draws a pattern that's quite unlike any other game in the series. Vivi's sorrow, Aiko's solitude, and Freya's despair. These are mature themes and labels to put smack down next to the main characters that look like anime babies and an oversized rat. Indeed, the character designs are some of the least realistic the series has ever seen. Drawn in part by character designer Toshiyuki Itahana, they were also inspired by the dark fantasy movie The Dark Crystal from 1982, which relatively recently got its own Netflix remake, by the way. And once you see the resemblance there, it can't really be unseen. But that doesn't mean the characters feel unrealistic. In fact, they somehow become the opposite, making excessive but tactical use of gesturing, in addition to purposefully and proportionally large heads and hands. Itahana explains that a character's large limbs make it easy to convey emotions through exaggerated reactions, just like actors.
Why was there 5 guys before and now only 1? Seems weird.
Like Itahana suggests further that a style like this can appeal to both kids and adults, it makes so much sense to create animated and cartoon-like characters for a console whose graphics look like this. The less fidelity you got to work with, the more creative you have to be with your characters to make them come alive. And I think Final Fantasy 9's designers did an amazing job. But what's important to note here is that few games manage so well to not just create characters who deal with serious themes while looking positively goofy, but who are also able to develop these characters and make them undergo deeply personal journeys, and who markedly change vital aspects of themselves from start to finish. But rather than the main story and the plot, I think this is mostly owed to the game's writing. credited mainly to Hironobu Sakaguchi, who'd worked on several Final Fantasy games by the time 9 rolled around, but who stated that 9 indeed was his personal favorite. As a matter of fact, Fantasia, the JRPG exclusive to Apple Arcade on iOS devices and both produced and written by Sakaguchi, is so reminiscent of Final Fantasy 9 that I wholeheartedly recommend checking that game out as well if you haven't already, and if you miss a certain refresh of the Final Fantasy 9 formula. At any rate, I've always believed that a story is only as strong as its writing, specifically character dialogue writing, and the cast of Final Fantasy 9 is written in a way that makes each and every personality shine through. It's why you can touch the electricity when Zidane is finally properly introduced to Princess Garnet, why you can feel the confusion, curiosity, and sadness of Vivi as he gets closer to the answers of his own mortality, and why it is despite being something of a knucklehead that Steiner's devotion to loyalty to his princess kingdom is charming. It makes it mean even more when you experience these people grow and change, learn new things about themselves and the world around them, and Final Fantasy 9 dares to throw a few curveballs at you in a way you'll never expect, much of which you'll feel all the more because of how tightly written and personified these animated pixels really are. This is also why that need to return to Final Fantasy 9 is so particularly strong. Alongside our characters and their motivations, that sense of a true journey, both for the characters as a team, as their own people, and for the player themselves, is ever present and alluring. But the fact that it's all set to that score by composer Nobuo Uematsu is in the end what brings it all together. I always have a tough time comparing and contrasting the soundtrack of games like Final Fantasy 7, 9, and 10, and even though I do hold a button on 10 due to its variety, 9 does again bring a certain
Andy
simplicity to the game, but a simplicity that's immediately comforting, unique, and even daring. Because the fact of the matter is that Final Fantasy 9 is so many things all at once, even though its themes might be coming in waves.
Andy means fantasy, thank you.
The lighthearted tones of the village of Dali when the game is still just beginning.
Thank you, Final Fantasy Union. I'd like to sub to your channel as well.
The world map's homey melodies stands in stark contrast to the somber score of the ruins
the video we did before.
The sinister tune of a sinister man, or the apocalyptic existential angst of pandemonium. While Final Fantasy 9 doesn't have the universal range of Final Fantasy 10, it does have signature tracks that fit so well with every scene that makes you understand and truly feel the emotions and stakes.
Please move!
Indeed, just like with the characters,
you're all laggy for some reason.
The music of Final Fantasy 9 appears to be just as theatrical, just as animated.
You're all laggy. Please stop being this laggy.
In all the right ways. And just as Sakaguchi thinks of Final Fantasy 9 as the best title in the series, so does composer Uematsu consider his work on Final Fantasy 9 as his best work too. Coincidentally, it happens to be Nobuo's last solo work in a Final Fantasy game, which shouldn't mean anything for the game in reality, but might help.
Why am I all laggy now? You're fucking fucked up or something. Fucking fucked up.
While at the same time managing to stay varied. But Final Fantasy 9 wouldn't be able to hit different if it also didn't offer a combat and leveling system that actually works. Final Fantasy 9 utilizes that classic active turn-based combat system that was tradition back in the day, but which Square has clearly firmly left behind, at least for their main numbered entries. It was always fun to play with because of its tactical intensity.
What the fuck? You were like lagging out for a second. What the fuck's your problem?
It remains turn-based. You see, ever since Square ditched its more traditional systems after Final Fantasy X-2, they've had their new highs and lows, but very little has felt as competent as when they did what they've gone do best. It doesn't hurt that Final Fantasy 9 can be brutal as well, with regular enemies being tough as nails if you don't mind the flow of battle, or you take advantage of enemy weaknesses. And every time you hit up a new blacksmith and get yourself a new weapon, I love feeling that difference in damage output, which in my opinion is the mark of a great role-playing game, since I really do think that a sense of progression and experience return on investment is vital. This is closely linked to the equipment system, which is actually where most of the progression is felt. This is because every ability you ever learn in Final Fantasy 9 comes directly from your weapons and armor. But the kicker, what makes it truly great, is that to inherit learn these abilities, you have to gain enough ability points from battles, which in turn allow you to retain these abilities when you equip a new piece of gear. This makes equipment doubly fun to collect, since you're not just how much stronger it makes your characters, but also which new abilities they'll suddenly be able to take advantage of. Again, it's all about that sense of progression, making you feel like you're actually making progress as you go, and which does reward you for fighting battles, other than simply to level up your characters. On top of this, we have ability points which allow us to equip skills, giving our characters immunities, improved attacks against certain enemies, or other enhancements that really make a difference. In terms of progression systems then, I feel like Final Fantasy IX gets way less cred than it should, but it is a central pillar of why the game feels so much fun to actually play, and not just follow along with all these years later. Final Fantasy IX is a game that wears its heart on its sleeve in quite literally everything it does. It doesn't shy away from being funny, goofy, sad, deep, genuine, or simply human, and that is actually rather poetic, seeing as the question of humanity and what the human experience is so integral to the game. There are so many ways to play Final Fantasy IX these days, from on mobile to the PC and console remasters, but if I were to give a recommendation, I think the best way to play Final Fantasy IX right now is by way of the Moguri mod on PC, or indeed on the Steam Deck, where modders have managed to make a remaster that actually feels like a remaster. Better high resolution and repainted background, several options related to how the game works, and even a full 16:9 image scaling rather than the ugly square empty space format is phenomenal and makes such a massive difference at the end of the day. Alternatively, you could play it on a 4x3 retro console, which actually is surprisingly fun. But no matter where or how you play Final Fantasy IX, the story, the characters, the music, and the gameplay return, and it remains that same good old game it was back in 2000. Final Fantasy IX is definitely one of my favorite games of all time, and I will continue to return to it for years to come. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts on Final Fantasy IX in the comments, and remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!
What was that? You probably got me killed, you piece of shit. What was that, developer? You know I landed it right on top of this car.
On the 18th of December, 1987, a Japanese video game publisher called Square released a game that they hoped would revive their ailing fortunes and lift them up from the ashes of mediocrity. It was by no means a last resort, but for some time Square had been adrift in a sea of uncertainty. Few of their games had fostered any kind of lasting appeal, and their search for the answer highlighted just how much they were struggling to find their feet in the ever-evolving landscape of the Japanese video gaming industry. This new game would be their anchor, a foundation upon which they could build and grow, and following its initial success, countless spin-offs and sequels would be spawned, each one building upon the rich legacy of that original game. As of March 2022, that legacy stands to the tune of over 173 million copies being sold, something that has solidified the franchise amongst the pantheon of gaming greats. That anchor had become entrenched and immovable, allowing Square and subsequently Square Enix to become a juggernaut within the video gaming industry. But it all began with that fateful release back in December of 1987, a game that was simply called Final Fantasy.
What do? I definitely fucking leave. He's a bot? He is a bot.
By 1987, Square had become an established publisher and developer of video games in Japan. They had found initial success on personal computers, producing numerous text-based adventure games, whose Chase of Last Year and Alpha would serve as shining examples. Each pushed boundaries, bringing something new to market. But after witnessing the continued success of Nintendo's family computer,
please
the
give me
company was
heals,
encouraged
please.
to move away from the tried and tested. The only challenge was that they lacked the experience to do so in an effective manner. Square had become accustomed to creating games that suited a more mature audience, but the Famicom was attracting an audience that was younger and more vibrant. And the types of games that appealed to this new audience were not text-based adventures or early role-playing games. They were high-octane, action-based experiences that could satisfy the cravings of this younger audience and give them the arcade experience from their living rooms. In spite of this, the employees at Square were undeterred. They had faced challenges before, and a belief was instilled that there was every chance a silver bullet of a game could be made, and that this game would help them to realize the potential for huge financial returns associated with developing games for the Famicom. Square signed on with Nintendo as a Famicom developer on the 24th of June 1985. This made them something of a trailblazer, as they were one of the first Japanese developers to sign with Nintendo. But it would take some time until Square were ready to truly commit to the system. One of the main challenges was that Square's personal computer games had seen a dramatic upturn in performance. Their first game, called The Death Trap, was created by a group of part-time employees with Hironobu Sakaguchi at the helm. It would end up generating around $120,000 upon its release in October of 1984, and its success would prompt the production of a sequel. Again overseen by Sakaguchi, Will, The Death Trap 2 featured the same core gameplay and narrative premise, but this time the scope was much more ambitious. Square went heavy on graphical innovation, and it's believed that The Death Trap 2 became Japan's first animated PC game when it launched during the middle of 1985. These technical features, when combined with a new approach to product marketing, would see The Death Trap 2 end up generating approximately $2.4 million, a 1,900% increase in revenue compared to its predecessor. With The Death Trap 2 launching around the same time as the agreement had been signed with Nintendo, Square's plans to develop for the Famicom were placed on hold. They would still support the system, releasing a port
Please let me do stuff. You're not letting me do stuff. Oh my god, you're so annoying. I can't see my mouse or anything like it. Why won't you let me leave the screen?
To either support existing staff or replace those that fell by the wayside, and partnerships were explored to further elevate the quality of the games they were producing.
What are we watching? The complete history of 8-bit Final
served
Fantasy.
as evidence for this new vision. For Cruise Chaser Blasty, Square would collaborate with a respected animation house called Nippon Sunrise, and due to the scale of the initiative,
Nippon Sunrise,
Square even adapted the story into a manga and planned to release an original video animation to further expand the universe. For Sakaguchi, this was also a first opportunity to showcase his interest in the role-playing genre, as instead of making another adventure game, Cruise Chaser Blasty was created as a first-person role-playing game based around mechs. For Alpha, which will be overseen by a close friend of Sakaguchi called Hiromichi Tanaka, Square will continue to evolve the quality of their interactive text-based adventures. It would see time and money invested in cutting-edge technology, with the final product combining complex animations, sound effects, and music to create a dynamic and engaging video game. Both games will be well received, helping Square to consolidate their position as an up-and-coming video game developer and publisher, and to ensure their trajectory continued to move in the right direction, 3 crucial decisions were made. Prominent staff members, such as Sakaguchi and Tanaka, were rewarded with full-time contracts. The office would be moved from Hiyoshi to Ginza, an upscale part of Tokyo, and they would start developing meaningful games for the Famicom. These steps showed Square's ambitions, but there was one slight issue. When the deal had been signed with Nintendo, Square were reportedly the 7th company to do so. Fast forward a year later, and 26 separate publishers had produced games for the Famicom, with the majority of them, outside of a few outliers like Square, managing to release at least 2 games. Whereas Square had waited, these publishers had seen the opportunity and attempted to take full advantage. As a result, Square were left playing catch-up. But even still, there was a confidence within the company that they would be able to wrestle market share away from their competitors by producing compelling, arcade-based experiences. And to ensure they had the best chance of success, for their first Famicom game, which would be called King's Knight, they assigned some of their top talent. It would see Hironobu Sakaguchi assigned as director, with Kazuko Shibuya and Hiromi Ito assigned to work on the artistic vision. Nobuo Uematsu would then be assigned as the composer, and due to a lack of experience working on the Famicom, Square collaborated with Works, a third-party development company who had previously worked with them on the Famicom port of Fexter. To ensure King's Knight would resonate with the Famicom audience, instead of building on their experience with slower, more methodical games, the plan was to create a vertical scrolling shooter. And the reason for this was simple. The scrolling shooter genre had seen a huge boost in popularity throughout the early 1980s thanks to Japanese arcades, and that popularity had spilled over to the Famicom. This had been led by a range of ports, with 1942 and Twin B both selling over 1 million copies each. And publishers had started to produce Famicom exclusive games in the genre, often based on existing IPs. Even though they didn't have a license to leverage, Square's leadership believed that if they could create a compelling vertical scrolling shooter, success would be easier to achieve. Sakaguchi didn't just want to create a derivative experience. At the time, many shooters were either based within a modern-day war setting or a futuristic space setting. Neither subgenre was all that appealing to Sakaguchi. When looking for alternative sources of inspiration, a game called Nightmare stood out. Unlike its contemporaries, Nightmare was set within ancient Greece. As such, instead of using guns and lasers, its protagonist would shoot arrows and use swords. Upon launch, Nightmare would be lauded, with many publications recommending it to their readers due to its innovative visuals and overall quality of gameplay. And due to how well it was received, there was a feeling that it would serve as the perfect blueprint for Sakaguchi's vision for what a vertical scrolling shooter should be. It would see a similar style of gameplay adopted, but for King's Knight, a broader cast of characters would be created. Sakaguchi would also layer over role-playing mechanics, something that facilitated the creation of a brand new genre that was dubbed the Formation RPG. This decision further emphasized Sakaguchi's desire to create role-playing games. But with King's Knight not being well received by critics or fans, the leadership team at Square would end up pushing Sakaguchi to be more direct with subsequent games. Beyond that, even though Sakaguchi did have a desire to make a more complete role-playing game, neither he nor close members of his team had the required technical know-how in order to make it happen. At the time, Famicom cartridges did not have any kind of method for saving data, and there was a belief that role-playing games, due to how long their stories were and how long gameplay sessions can end up being, would need some kind of method for saving. Otherwise, players would get frustrated by not being able to pick up where they left off. As such, Sakaguchi had no real choice but to tackle other action-based genres such as the rail shooter and driving simulator, and although there was still room for innovation, this would come in the form of technical aspects as opposed to intricate gameplay mechanics. As Sakaguchi toiled away trying to make a smash hit for the Famicom, other minds in the company were hard at work creating games for the Famicom disk system. Nintendo had developed this peripheral as a way of helping to reduce the retail price of games, taking direct inspiration from personal computers. It would see the initial system have a hefty price tag, but the games themselves would retail at about half the price of a typical Famicom game. It would also be possible to buy blank discs, which could then be taken into stores to have brand new games loaded onto them for as little as 500 yen. For consumers, this was a game changer. Brand new games could now be purchased for 90% less than the typical retail price, and the hope was that by removing the price tag, it would lead to increased demand. Publishers flocked to take advantage, and with the storage and medium being much more familiar to Square, instead of waiting around like they had done with the Famicom, they went all in immediately. Such was the level of Square's commitment that multiple games were planned for development. They even founded and helmed the Disc Original Group, a publishing arm that would see them distribute games on the Famicom disk system for similar-sized Japanese developers such as Crystal Soft, System Sarcom, and Hummingbird Soft. The first game released by Square for the Famicom disk system would be Crystal Dragon. It was helmed by Hiromichi Tanaka, and by leveraging all the experience Tanaka and his team had gained from developing adventure games for personal computers, as well as aggressive traditional and guerrilla marketing campaigns, Crystal Dragon would end up selling over 500,000 copies. Shortly after launch, another employee at Square called Kazuhiko Aoki started work on an ambitious project that was meant to be called Seiken Densetsu, The Emergence of Excalibur. Deciding to take a big chance, Aoki planned Seiken Densetsu as a party-based role-playing game, despite not being given full permission to do so. The story was planned to be rooted in high fantasy, with players taking control of a party that consisted of 4 interchangeable characters. The scale of the game was also planned to be beyond anything seen before, and having become enthused by all of this, Square's publicity department launched an advertising campaign before development had even started, during which it was revealed that the game would come on 5 discs, something that would have seen Seiken Densetsu releasing as the largest game ever produced for the Famicom disk system. Unfortunately, once members of the senior management team took a closer look at the project, instead of asking Aoki to scale back the vision, they chose the drastic action of cancelling the game outright before any significant progress was made. The fate of Seiken Densetsu was emblematic of the wider sentiment towards role-playing games within Square. There were developers, such as Sakaguchi and Aoki, who adored the genre and wanted to explore and experiment with possibilities. But there were others within the management layer who felt that creating role-playing games would not be a prudent financial decision. They instead believed that players wanted fast-paced action games, and the Famicom bestsellers list supported that view. By mid-1986, 35 games had sold more than 1 million copies on the Famicom. In the early years, the majority of these had been published by Nintendo, but as time went on, third-party publishers had begun to step out from Nintendo's shadow. We would see companies such as Hudson Soft, Capcom and Konami release now iconic games such as Bomberman, Ghosts and Goblins and Gradius. And even though the literal genre differed, they all had a strong focus on action. Bomberman, for example, was an action puzzle
Developer
game.
fucked me again!
Action platformer. And Gradius was a horizontal side-scrolling shooter, the very epitome of action. These games highlighted the general trend, and it will be further emphasized by
I'm sorry guys, 5 in a row! Developer loss! Developers sucking dick! Last 5 games! No, not the players, the developers sucking 5 games in a row! Sorry guys, developers sucking dick in 2025! What can I say? Sorry!
Role-playing genres to create compelling experiences. It also showed that developers who had the opportunity to take risks.
God forbid I get a fight with somebody. Nah, it's gotta be the storm. Storm kills me. 3 seconds in a storm, I'm dead. Full health from 0. Full health, 3 seconds in a storm, dead. 3 seconds in a storm. I spent 3 seconds in the storm, instant dead. What the fuck is that? Piece of shit. Brain dead cocksucker, fucking failure developers. Sorry guys, I touched the storm for 3 seconds. I'm a bad player. 13 kills, doesn't matter. Piece of shit developers in the right. I'm in the wrong. Sorry, 3 seconds in the storm, developer. Developer killed me. Developer really wants to step in when I'm in second place and steal my win from me. Sorry guys, I spent 3 seconds in the storm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, piece of shit developer had to suck dick. Sorry guys, piece of shit suck dick developer has to suck dick. Piece of shit suck dick, piece of shit suck dick developer has to suck dick. I'm terribly sorry, but sorry man, you look over and that piece of shit developer's sucking dick again. Sorry. Yeah, they are. The piece of shit developer is really sucking dick. How dare you steal my win from me? I had 13 fucking kills, you piece of shit, brain dead fucking cocksuck developer idiot. How the fuck you dare treat me like this? So he's gonna spend the time. Oh. That's not too good. Oh no, there's another one. I need it. Why am I lagging? No, why am I lagging? No. Don't lag right now. Oh god, I'm lagging. Why? Why? Is it because I alt-tabbed or something? I don't know. Let's try and test again. I think it's the VPN. Honestly, the VPN constantly, like, really fucks with me. Oh god, just get... Oh my god, where are you? Show your face, bitch. Thank you. All I need is ammo. Please, 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 please. There, that's good, that's good. Reload, reload, since he's letting me. Show your fucking face, bitch. Show your fucking face. Show your fucking face, bitch. Show your fucking face. Show your fucking face, bitch. There's the sword. What? I shot him like 45 times! What are you talking about? I shot him so many times. I dumped 2 mags in him. I opened 60 and then dumped another 250 in him. What are you talking about? I put 310 in him. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Before he even hit me with the blade, I did 240 to him. What are you talking about, you piece of shit developer?
Seeing diminishing returns from their support of the Famicom disk system, they chose to focus their efforts on initiatives that they believed would reduce the risk as much as possible. As such, they focused on creating adventure games for the Famicom disk system, explored the creation of licensed games, and kept the Famicom as their platform ace in the hole, where they would experiment, but in a controlled manner. After the publishing of King's Knight, this saw Sakaguchi oversee the creation of a rail shooter called Operation Jumpout and a racing game called Highway Star. But while the team toiled away on these new efforts, something quite unexpected was happening within the Japanese video games industry. On the 27th of May 1986, an unorthodox publisher by the name of Enix had gone to market with a game called Dragon Quest. Unlike other publishers who often published games developed by their own internal teams or select partners, Enix operated on a more fluid model. They would instead ask the Japanese public for ideas through competitions, offering cash prizes for the winners. The first major run of this concept saw over 300 programming hobbyists submit ideas. 13 were successful, with Enix publishing them all within the same window. But amongst those 13, 2 stood out. The first, a puzzle platformer called Door Door, was submitted by a 19-year-old individual named Koichi Nakamura. Enix paid Nakamura 500,000 yen for the submission, and with it going on to sell over 200,000 copies, it granted Nakamura access to a sizable amount of royalties. The second, a tennis simulation game called Love Match Tennis, was presented by a 29-year-old individual named Yuji Horii, a freelance writer for Weekly Shonen Jump. For coming first in the competition, Horii was paid 1 million yen, the equivalent of $5,000 US. Following this initial wave of releases, both Nakamura and Horii would continue to work with Enix. Later that same year, they collaborated to create the Portopia Serial Murder Case, an innovative and influential visual novel that would even inspire the likes of Hideo Kojima to want to make games. Nakamura would then found his own development studio called Chunsoft in 1984, but Enix would continue the relationship, and this would lead to another collaboration with Horii that would end up becoming one of the most influential Japanese video games of all time, Dragon Quest. Keen to continue innovating, Enix decided to send Nakamura and Horii to Apple Fest, a North American conference dedicated to all things Apple. Many Western developers would showcase their latest games, and Enix hoped that the pair would gain exposure to new ways of thinking. The trip would have the desired effect, as 2 franchises
Every time
stood
I
out,
tab, they immediately
Wizardry
show up on
and
top of
Ultima.
me. It's
Both games had
crazy.
made waves throughout the early 1980s, with each franchise having 3 entries within the first 3 years of the decade. But even though they were developed for the Apple II, and both Hori and Nakamura had specialized in making games for Japanese personal computers, the pair were intrigued
I'm
by
lagging
the
so bad I
Famicom
can't kill him.
and decided to take a big risk. At the time, role-playing games weren't all that popular in Japan, and they were certainly not popular on home consoles. This in itself represented a real challenge, as they would be pushing against the supposed demands of the market. But Hori felt as though Japanese gamers deserved the chance to experience the thrills that Western role-playing games offered, and he set about attempting to figure out how they could create a more Japanese-centric adaptation of the genre. Throughout the initial planning, Hori was adamant that Dragon Quest should deviate away from some of the already released role-playing games by becoming more accessible. They wanted it to be enjoyable for anyone who owned a Famicom and was curious, as opposed to being restricted to only being enjoyable by the so-called hardcore gamers of the time. They also wanted to create a very clear distinction between arcade action-focused ports that had proliferated onto the system, which were designed to make players have frequent game overs. Based on this, Hori vowed to make a game where players could enjoy long play sessions without having to worry about seeing a game over screen, something that would be complemented by a simple control scheme that would make use of a command-based menu system. They also hired an artist to create promotional and
Why am
in-game
I getting
assets,
such bad
as well as the
lag?
box art, as they believed this would help the game feel more cool and approachable. That artist would
I
be
can't
Akira
play the
Toriyama,
game like
who
this.
at
Do
the
you
time
see
was
it?
a rising star,
Fucking
having
terrible.
started to gain some renown for his work on a relatively new manga called Dragon Ball.
Stop. Like my is it my upload? Yes, my upload's bad. My download's fine, but my upload's fucking not so good. What the fuck? Like what's going on? Something's weird. Something's wrong with the client or something, and it wants me to lose before I get angry. I'm gonna leave before I get angry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm already feeling angry. And I think it's just setting up the developers, just setting them up to fucking scream at them like they have the last 5 like I have the last 5 matches. Yeah, you're fucked up. Just get out. I don't know what your fucking problem is. My signal seems fine. I think it's you. I mean, that seems kind of low. That might be what it is. I don't know. I will restart my computer. Yep, I can see that I have a terrible windsock problem, and I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm terribly sorry.